And there it is. We're live. Hello, everybody. CJ's going to talk to you guys for a little while.
C'est là que j'ai laissé mon cœur, c'est là que je viens retrouver mon âme, toute ma flamme, tout mon bonheur. Oh, quand je revois ma petite gare où les trains partent joyeux, j'entends encore dans le tintamarre des mots bizarres, des mots d'adieu. Je suis pas poète, mais je suis émue. Et dans ma tête, il y a des souvenirs jamais perdus. Un soir d'hiver, une musique, les yeux rêveurs, les tiens maman, tout un roman d'amour poétique et pathétique, mais nul montant. Tout un roman d'amour poétique et pathétique, mais nul montant.
Yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. I mean, so many fun things have been happening. I was in a voice call with Keemstar. Me and Keemstar are getting closer. Things are really starting to happen around here. Let me see if I can pull off some type of a surprise. everybody. We're gonna be starting right at 5 o'clock today. This is gonna be fun. 5 o'clock on a Friday. Not this song. Let's kick the mood up a little bit. What type of music can we get in here? Oh, this is gonna be the first thing we talk about today. So let's listen to a little Tom McDonald, everybody. How many Tom McDonald fans we got here?
Up against the odds, running out of time, only got one shot. When it's really do or die, when your back's against the wall, when you fighting for your life, do you believe in you or not? I'm a believer, I believe. I'm a believer, I believe. Second guessing every breath, I'm full of questions. Passes full of cigarettes, alcohol and depression. Therapists and all the different pills can get expensive. All this bottled up aggression, I'm too old to get arrested. Almost died trying to get here. Got high through my best years. Got sober, then I relapsed, then I cleaned up, got my head clear. Sometimes it feels like there ain't shit to believe in, but I believe that we're out here for a reason. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. And you are a liar. You say you aren't. You don't think that you're worth it, but I think you're wrong. And I think you're perfect the way that you are. Tired from the pressure I put on myself for years. Tired from my 20s, the whiskey bottles and beers. Tired of smiling while I've been holding back tears, but I believe I can do it, so I'm here. I'm a believer, I believe. I'm a believer, I believe. I've been told I have a death wish, no one's interested. Cold and too aggressive, close to hypertension. I'm broken from the pressure, explosive.
He's got high blood pressure,
I'm sober,
guys.
but I'm stressing and hoping it gets better. Am I falling off? Should I give it up or put it all on pause? Let go of this dream so I can visit home and talk to mom? Maybe all I need's another Instagram post with a quote about believing in yourself when you're low. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. And you are a liar. You say you aren't. You don't think that you're worth it.
This has me a little bit more jacked up.
And I think you're perfect the way that you are.
Yes!
Maybe I'm weaker, and I know I've lost before.
Lost before.
But I'm a believer. Nothing is impossible.
Possible.
I'm a believer. I believe.
I believe.
I'm a believer. I believe. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know
CJ's
you are.
live.
And you are a liar. You say you
I'm gonna fight for each and every single one of you guys in the crowd. This is a consumer advocacy podcast.
And I think you're perfect the way that you are.
Woo! Damn, Tom McDonald's got me in the mood, everybody. I say we just get this motherfucking shit show started. What is going on, everybody? I mean, that's really, what more do you need? Tom McDonald with his new song, Fighter. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Thank you guys for coming by. We got some fun stuff. We've been having a pretty interesting week. We were on Salvo's stream last night. We got to talk to Keemstar again. What a fucking pleasure, man. I'm telling you this. If you told me 3 years ago that I would be on a first-name basis with Keemstar, I would have never fucking believed you. But for some weird reason, there's been a glitch in the Matrix, and somehow I know Keemstar now. Who would have fucking thought that? I thought that guy was the biggest fucking asshole in the world back in 2016. I loved the H3 podcast at the time. I loved, Ethan Klein, Gila Klein. I thought what they were doing is amazing. So for me to be in this position now where Ethan's become what he's become and Keemstar's kind of grown up to be this kind of almost like a wise internet character. When you look at these different people on the internet, millions of them have popped up like 2 years ago. It takes a lot of fucking chutzpah to be in the game for as long as somebody like Keemstar has. That's why I look up to people like Keemstar, like Destiny, like Red Bar, because, like it or not, these guys are the fucking OGs. These are the people that started doing it first. Red Bar was the first podcast. Destiny was the first professional streamer. And Keemstar's the first, fucking G Fuel salesman or something. He's been around for a while, so he knows a lot of shit. It was interesting talking to one of his ex-employees, this guy named Pescator. That's a guy that I want to spend a little bit more time talking to. I like this guy, Pescator. He's got kind of a southern accent, but he's a wise, smart guy who worked for Drama Alert in like 2017, 2018. And I was telling him, I'm like, working for Drama Alert in 2017, 2018, that's being in a point in space and time. I mean, that was a moment to be in. You were a part of the biggest fucking thing in the world at the time. I mean, nothing was bigger than fucking, drama. Even if you hated it, you were watching Drama Alert. So it's been cool. I want to know more about this Pescator guy because he's friends with Taylor Lorenz. He, I'm sure, knows a lot of like the Team 10 guys. I don't know. I'm looking into it, but it's been interesting getting a little bit of an inside look. Because I'll tell you this, too. I've been very curious recently about what the fuck has been going on with FaZe Banks. Apparently, Keemstar was saying FaZe Banks is just like, I don't know, like a drug addict in L.A. now that's just living the crazy falutin L.A. lifestyle where he's just getting fucked up all the time. Not a surprise to me at all. I think him wasting his money and getting fucked up is a lot better for the world than whatever the fuck he was doing on YouTube. There is almost nobody in the world that made me more angry on YouTube than scumbag FaZe Banks. I mean, do you guys remember all the fucking FaZe Banks YouTube videos that would come out? Here's what happened. So FaZe Banks was kind of a YouTuber, kind of not. He was sort of at this point in time just kind of running his FaZe org, and he was just kind of keeping to himself, doing his thing. All of a sudden, Jake Paul accuses him of some type of assault. Now, all of a sudden, FaZe Banks is getting all this YouTube clout defending himself against Jake Paul, so he starts a YouTube channel. Now, if you guys ever watched this scumbag-ass fucking FaZe Banks YouTube channel, you would remember these would be 10-minute videos with like 8 different ad breaks in them, and the content itself was like every single second of it was like an ad. Every fucking second of it. It's like, it feels like if you hate somebody selling to you, it feels like somebody's holding your head underwater and just not letting you up. The whole experience is just ads, and then when you get to the content's ads, and it made me really fucking hate FaZe Banks. And he's just he's like a scumbag townie from Massachusetts that somehow figured out a way to manipulate children out of their money. So now he's like a big famous guy. And oh my God, I can't believe that fucking Keemstar, the nice guy that I know, Keemstar, was friends with FaZe Banks. That to me is just insane. Like, what the fuck is he doing hanging out with a guy like this? But then I found out. I was talking to Keemstar last night, and he basically explained to me that FaZe Banks was a huge Keemstar fan from back in the day. So that's the only way that relationship really makes sense, is FaZe Banks was like a really big fan of Keemstar. So because of that, he isn't going to try to fuck Keem over because Keemstar means something to him. Because I'm just assuming FaZe Banks is trying to manipulate all the weak-minded people around him to buy pennies and NFTs and shit. I mean, these people are involved in every fucking financial scam under the book. I don't know what it is about esports organizations and being the biggest scumbag scam artists that there are. What the fuck is it about League of Legends that makes people want to sell like weird-ass fucking powdered drinks with like fucking... There's like asbestos in. I mean, G Fuel has asbestos in it. That's what's in G Fuel. That's what gives you the fucking pop. They're doing that. They're selling NFTs. What the fuck is it about like Call of Duty, League of Legends all these nerds. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a weird phenomenon. But yeah, it's been cool, man. It's been a fun week. We've made some friends. We've made some enemies for sure. Yeah, officially we are we got some new arcs coming up here, guys, of people that, you know, we're kind of getting involved in. We have Doc on the radio. Doc on the radio is going to be coming up later. We have who's it? ChrisTheNarc, that's going to be the second thing that we talk about. But yeah, we have some usual characters in here. We got Dylan Burns, but I figured we're going to open the show up talking about our man, motherfucking Tom McDonald, who released his 2 albums today. Tom McDonald released 2 albums. So last night he did a live stream. It was either last night or 2 nights ago. He did a live stream announcing this album. And to me, this live stream perfectly encompassed everything that's fucking shitty about this guy. So we're gonna get into this. Let me open up. Yeah, Tom McDonald. By the way, guys, if you're making clips, if you're somebody that, like, you know, likes podcasts, likes making clips, just fucking record that shit in OBS. It makes life so much easier.
The same streaming services that are in the pockets
All right,
of
here we
major
go.
labels that heavily promote mainstream artists who I don't agree with.
Fuck.
If you guys remember, early...
What is going on right here? View full screen. There we go. Didn't Nerd City do a video where he broke down Jake Paul's videos and found they're literally 80% ads? Yeah, exactly. These people, they're doing 80% of the video itself is ads.
At the beginning of the year, I dropped the collab album.
Okay. So this is what I see when I click on Tom McDonald doing a live stream yesterday. This is what I click on right here. I mean, just the optics of this alone. Look at the fucking bedroom this guy is in. I mean, Tom McDonald looks like he's... I told Naomi last night as a joke that he's streaming out of his sister's bedroom, and she just believed me. She didn't even realize that I was doing a joke. Look at this room. Look at the fucking fuzzy chair that he has there. He has the pink diffuser lamp lights, and he even has like a full pink Shure MV7. I think that's the same mic that's a Shure MV7. Which, by the way, this guy, he's going to go on a whole rant about how he's stepping up his game and he's putting all this work into his shit, but somehow he has the same microphone as CJ Brown, which explain that one to me. If this guy's really putting in all this effort to all this shit, why does he have the same fucking microphone as me? I'm nobody.
With Adam Calhoun called The Brave, and that went to streaming services, and they didn't even end up counting our...
Like, okay, so I'm clicking on this guy's stream. He's a conservative, and I like him because he's just like me. He's a man that believes in conservative values. This bedroom doesn't look like conservative values to me. This looks like polyamorous relationship. This looks like you're having fucking... You're having sex with, like, it's pronoun people. Like, this is a crazy bedroom.
Sales towards Billboard. They wouldn't even count our numbers, and we would have been number 1. So...
Oh, and do you hear that? He's talking about... Cowbell, do you hear this shit? Tom McDonald has been ranting nonstop for, I want to say, 6 months about how he didn't get on Billboard's top charts. So this guy will fucking rant for so long about how he doesn't want to be in the industry. He doesn't care about the industry. He's not an industry plant. But then when the industry does something to him, he whines and cries like a little fucking bitch baby. Grow up. It's either you're a fucking counterculture outside guy or you're not. Like, fucking pick a side.
People want the music to
stop being a whiny
be on
bitch.
streaming, and people want the music to be on these digital outlets. But these streaming platforms and these digital outlets, they're the ones who control the music. We make the music, and we want to give it to our audience. And those platforms control the music. And to me, that's just...
Here's what I think. So... Everything that Tom McDonald is claiming, think about what he's claiming. I'm an independent artist. I self-distribute. I do all my own things. Just imagine Prince saying that. Imagine Prince going on this long baby bitch rant about how the industry doesn't blah, blah, blah. Prince is just making his music, man. Why do you got to fucking be a little girl? What the hell?
It's not what I want to do with my albums. I'm going to release these 2 new albums at hangovergang.com. I'm going to do it my way. There's going to be 100% independent, no music industry involvement.
100% independent, even though I'm going to fully promote it through algorithms on YouTube. Yeah, that's total independence right there.
Whatsoever. No labels, no managers, no marketing teams, no PR, no distribution, no streaming platforms, nothing. I'm going to do this myself.
Yeah, definitely no writers. That's for sure. No writers, no musicians to collaborate with that are actual musicians instead of like people from the Proud Boys that downloaded Fruity Loops all of a sudden. Like maybe you could collab with those guys. You're not collabing with Tyler, the Creator. Nobody wants to work with you. You're poison. Your music is dog shit.
No music industry involvement, no censorship, no fucking rules. These are my albums. I poured my heart and soul into these projects all year. And I'm not going to allow the music industry and the streaming platform.
It's so funny listening to him say things like, I poured my heart and soul into this song. This music means so much to me. Oh my God, this music is so meaningful and impactful. And then you look at the names of his songs and the type of music that he makes. So let's see like what a Tom McDonald song is like. It's crazy. I mean, the fact that he is talking about the hurdles that he's jumped over to write the system, to write New World Order, it's just like propaganda music. Like, what are you talking about?
To profit off of me and capitalize on my releases just because that's what they've convinced artists to do. The music industry has convinced artists to give their music away practically for free on these streaming platforms and convince artists that they're only worth a fraction of a cent per stream and they're only worth whatever the deal outlines. And that's just not for me. So I'm going to do this shit my way. And that's what I'm going to do. Ththese platforms don't. Dude,
and it's like anybody that knows Tom, any time he does anything, it's a big fucking speech like this about how creative he is and how the industry is holding him down. And it's the system is trying to manipulate you to not like my music. Like,
real.
Dude, give it a fucking rest, man. Learn different scales, Learn a new instrument. Fucking... That's what I think Tom really is missing out of all this. He's spending all this time... Wait till you hear the impassioned speech that he's about to give. It's so frustrating, man. Because he's going through all these efforts to be the best, to be the greatest. But his idea, what's best and what's greatest, it doesn't make any sense. Is his goal to make the most clicks? I don't understand. Because if he thinks that he is writing the best music right now, or, I mean, even to think that he is writing music to the best of his abilities, I think is completely insane. He's not even trying to write music. This isn't music. You know what I mean? Like, what is this?
They support fake. If you want...
It's a rap song about how white people are oppressed and then we need to believe in God. And the verse and the chorus are the exact... You literally took your project file in Fruity Loops and you copy-pasted the sections. There's no differences between verse 1 and verse 2 besides the lyrics. All the instrumentation is exactly the same. The lyrics are largely all the same. So basically what somebody like this does is they write a 45-second song and then they just copy-paste it a couple times, make a couple differences. But that's what this guy does. So when he talks about how he is, at the top of his game, he's doing the best, he's not even trying to write actual music that makes you feel a type of way. And yes, he has people telling him that, their music, Tom, I'm a 66-year-old disabled veteran and your music brings tears to my eyes. These are not real people, Tom. These are Russian bots. These people are fake. It's fake news, Tom. These are not real people. They're schizophrenics.
Manufactured pop artists mass producing music for an audience with the primary goal being for profit, then go get those mainstream artists' music on streaming platforms or go get their music in Walmart. But for everybody else that's not satisfied with manufactured label pop stars and mainstream music, for everybody else that doesn't want that, welcome to the fucking black market.
I hate that line. Oh my God. Listen to this fucking guy. He thinks that he is inventing selling CDs. That's what this guy is doing right now. Listen to this. This guy thinks that he just came up with the idea of selling a CD.
Or go get their music in Walmart. But for everybody else that's not satisfied with manufactured label pop stars and mainstream music, for everybody else that doesn't want that, welcome to the fucking black market.
Yeah, I don't want manufactured pop music that's, completely, fake and vapid and soulless. That's why I don't listen to your music, idiot. Your music is everything that you hate, apparently. Because there's nothing to your music. There's no soul behind it. Tom doesn't know who he is. So, Tom, if you don't know who you are, how am I supposed to know who you are? It's not fair.
This Friday at 9 a.m., the black market opens at www.
The black market, listen to this self-importance. The black market opens.
100% independently, 100% outside of the music industry, because fuck them. And that's the way. And
right there, I was like, when I was listening to that last night, I was like, this guy sounds like a fucking, like when a girl gets broken up with by her boyfriend and she needs to go talk about it with her girlfriends. So she's like, Stacy, you don't even need him. Stacy, you don't even need him. That's what I'm hearing right here.
For everybody else that's not satisfied with manufactured label pop stars and mainstream music, for everybody else that doesn't want that, welcome to the fucking black market. This Friday at 9 a.m., the black market opens at www.hangovergang.com. 100% independently, 100% outside of the music industry, because fuck them.
Because fuck them. Because fuck them. The music industry, they're just so mean. This music industry.
And that's the way that I'm doing it.
Fuck them.
And I mean, even beyond that, it's like my entire life has essentially led to this moment. It's the biggest day of the year for me is when I get my new albums out. And I've had to sacrifice so much, and my girlfriend has sacrificed so much, and my
Nova Rockefeller, who we're extremely disappointed in right now, she did a really bad job with Tom's new music video, Fighter. She did not do good. Nova Rockefeller, she's got to step her fucking game up.
Sister and my brother-in-law and my parents and everybody has sacrificed.
Tom has confused the black market with the flea market. Yes.
So much
yes.
For me, while I've been running all over the world and chasing this dream and fighting the music industry and fucking the system, and everybody has.
I've just been fighting the music industry and fucking the system. I've just been spending all this time. They don't even get me. I'm just like not like other girls.
Supported me, and everybody has made sacrifices. And I wouldn't be doing us justice if I took the fruits of our labor and just put it out on iTunes or Spotify or something. I wouldn't be.
Dude, you're telling me that this Tom McDonald guy hasn't sucked off Elijah Schaefer? You're telling me that this guy hasn't fucking. You're telling me Elijah Schaefer hasn't put his hog in Tom McDonald's mouth right above his hog tattoo?
Anybody justice. It's low-key insulting to the people that have made great sacrifices to my family to help put me in a position where.
Oh, my whole family's made sacrifices so I can make Eminem parody songs for Tucker Carlson fans. Wow.
Where I am today.
Oh my God, what a great sacrifice for the world that your family's made. That's fantastic.
My family helped me along the way. My girlfriend helped me along the way. We all worked together for this. And we took this from living in the ghetto with mice and rats and cockroaches in our cupboards. We took it to where we are now. And I'll be damned if I spent the last 4 years blowing up and going viral and outperforming the main.
See, everything that he says, this is what you got to realize. This is why, because Tom McDonald, he is somebody that like Anthony Fantano likes to make fun of. So, you know, I'd be a little bit cautious to really analyze somebody like this. But Tom McDonald does so many funny fucking things. The way that he patterns his speech is so formulaic. And if you listen to enough Tom McDonald, you'll hear the very specific formula that he goes down. He's like, I had it so hard. This is how hard I had it. And then he says all his accolades and the reason why he deserves all his accolades.
Stream music guys and getting #1.
Every single thing that he says comes back to, this is me. I'm a good person, guys. Me, Tom, I need to tell people I'm a good person because I don't believe it. So if I say it out loud enough, it might become true. Right, Tom?
Over Drake and #1s over Eminem and #1s on Billboard over everybody. I'll be damned if we spent the last 4 years.
Yeah, but you still hate yourself, right? That's the fucked up part, man. Tom could say all this shit. He could say how, you know, all these accomplishments he's had. Oh, he could say them all out loud. But he knows that he ain't shit at the end of the day. Tom knows he ain't shit. When he closes his eyes at night, he sees fucking demons.
Doing this independently and winning independently to just give it up now for convenience because people just want to use Spotify or want to use Apple. I just can't do it. So,
oh my! So he's about to go. Okay, this is so okay. This is so fucking good, man. Because Naomi and I, we were watching the stream. And it was so good. We were loving Tom. He's about to give this very impassioned speech about the importance of this album to him. And it's so funny because he released a video today. It's a different video that we're going to watch a little bit later on. But he was workshopping that speech in this live stream. So he was working this live stream like an open mic crowd. And then he was like working on his story the way like a stand-up comedian would work on a story. And that to me was so sneaky. Anybody that works on a story is up to no good. A story should just kind of come out. If you have to like write and then rewrite a story, you're up to no fucking good, man. That's one thing. If CJ could give you one piece of advice today, I would listen to me on that one. Those people are up to no good.
If that's you, I'm sorry. If you want to go shopping, you know, for that mainstream garbage, go do it. If you want to go shopping at the black market, it opens this Friday at 9 a.m. at hangovergang.com.
Can somebody buy me these? I don't know if I want to buy them, but I feel like I have to listen to this music. I have to.
Let's get into it, shall we? There's no way for me to...
Yes. Okay. See this? So there we go. So this is the tell of a liar manipulator. So for the first 5 minutes of what we just watched right there, he's in full on salesman mode. So he's trying to sell you on some shit. But now you're going to see a total switch where he's going to move into story mode. He's going to go into, I'm telling a very sad, inspirational story now. Watch this.
There's no way for me to sugarcoat this or beat around the bush, but these two albums...
And here's another theory that I have. I think that he's been working on fake crying. I think Tom McDonald, through this live stream, was trying to see if he was capable of fake crying. I think that's something that he is working on. So let's just keep our eyes peeled on that.
these 2 albums almost killed me this year.
Yes.
And I almost quit making music entirely over these 2 albums.
Oh no! What would we have done? What would we do without Tom McDonald?
It was horrible. I'm sure you guys have noticed that it's November, and usually I release my albums in August or September, and that didn't happen. And I released less music videos this year than I've ever done before, and all that was for a reason. I just felt like...
Listen to this fucking bullshit ass speech, man.
This is like, I'm trying to figure out a way to like put this lightly.
No, he's that's so funny. He's like, I'm trying to think of a way to say this lightly. He's like, fuck. How do I want to tell this bullshit story that I'm thinking of off the top of my head?
I needed these albums to be the best albums that I had ever
Did I do a breakdown of Anomaly? I don't know what that
in
is.
my life, period. Because I felt like if I wasn't making these 2 albums the best that I could ever make, what even was the point of making albums that aren't as good as stuff that I've done before? Or what was the point of making...
Okay, so Naomi disagrees with me on this one. And, I mean, you guys could have your own opinion, but I think he's kind of like... It sounds like he's sort of suicide baiting right here, where he's like, if I didn't make those albums as good as they could possibly be, I just don't even know. Am I... Does it not kind of sound a little bit like that? Here, I'm gonna scroll back a little bit.
Albums that weren't 10 times better than anything I'd ever done. It just felt like it would be pointless for me to create something that wasn't the best thing that I'd ever done. And after last year, after my last album, Us Against the World...
Ooh, why did I pause?
For the rest of my life.
There we go.
It's a really scary thing. There's a lot of pressure involved. There's a lot of pressure on me.
Oh my God.
The biggest thing
Man, this is what annoys me so much about Tom. Just him going on and on and on about how hard he's had it, how hard he's had to work, the adversity that he's had to overcome. Oh my God, you're such an inspiration.
Did last year for the rest of my life. It's a really scary thing. There's a lot of pressure involved. There's a lot of pressure on me.
Guys, if we don't make this album go #1, I think I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it.
To live up to your guys' expectations.
Please, guys, you have to buy my conservative cringe rapper. I'm gonna do it, guys. Please,
pressure on me
just don't put me in this position. It's all your fault.
Exceed my own expectations. And that pressure, man, it'll either burst the pipes or it'll make a diamond, and it almost fucking killed me this year. I took a couple months off. I stopped making music entirely for months.
And this is all because he had to take like 3 months off. And that was such a big... To him, if you take 3 months off, you have to give a whole fucking speech. Steven Crowder does the same... It's something about these fucking Canadians, man. Steven Crowder does the same thing where he's like getting iron fucking bullshit put in his heart so his chest doesn't cave in on himself. And he's like, guys, please, I need to take 2 weeks off. Please, I'm going to make a whole docu-series about me taking a 2-week break. It's like, just take a fucking break. You're on YouTube. What is it? You're not clocking in. Your fans will understand if you need to take a 3-month break. Like, enough with the bitching and the whining about everything.
I don't mean like, when I say I almost quit, I don't mean like I stepped away from something for 2 minutes to take a break. Like, I actually almost quit. Like, calling my parents, super frustrated and
Yeah, Tyler, I know that he's saying that, but I'm saying it sounds like there's something underneath what he's saying. And that's not a fact. That's just me taking a little guess. That's like a speculation.
Telling them that I couldn't do this anymore, collapsing in my girlfriend's arms because I was exhausted, calling my best friends on the phone in tears and screaming about how frustrated I was and how I wanted to do something impossible, and it was so difficult. I didn't know if I could do it, and I just could not handle it anymore. Trying to continually live up to this bar that I keep setting. Like, so many people get to the top of a mountain and then there's only one way to go from there.
Dude, that's what I'm saying about this Tom McDonald guy. Like, what mountain were you on the top of? Because, like, were you on top of the writing good music mountain? Well, no. There's been so many great musicians that have come out with amazing albums over the last 4 years that are by orders of magnitude better than your music. So it's not that. So is it that you got the most clicks for your music? Because there's a whole fucking industry called Bollywood. There's Taylor Swift. She gets more clicks. So you're not getting the most clicks. Your music isn't good. And it only means anything to retired veterans with severe PTSD that are just like very confused and don't really understand what's going on anymore. They're just on too much kratom. So it's like, I don't understand what you're trying to say you're on top of. Like when maybe you guys can tell me in the chat, like when Tom McDonald says, I was on top of the mountain, what mountain is he referring to? I don't know what mountain he was ever on top of.
And that's when people fall off, and I just refuse.
He's not even the best, like, conservative rapper guy. The Adam Calhoun guy is way better. Struggle Jennings, those guys are both better.
To do that, I just can't do it. Like,
who the fuck is the other guy? Who does the Vinny Paz? We love Vinny Paz.
I needed to figure out, I'm at the peak of the mountain. How do I go higher than this? How do I build a ladder on top of this mountain? How do I add rungs to this ladder every single day? How do I continue to improve and get better and give something to people that they haven't got before or that they can't get somewhere else? What can I give to people that is special, and how can I do it to the absolute best of my ability? And it took me months to figure this out. Months. Very, very difficult couple months. And what ended up happening was things that used to take me a day to do. Like, I used to write a song
oh my God. This right here, guys, this is going to be an admission. This right here is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful admission.
Only one way to go from there, and it's down. And that's when people fall off. And I just refused to do that.
Okay, James is making this is exactly what the comment section for a Tom McDonald music video will sound like. So here's what a comment sounds like. I am 86 years old and I've never heard a rap until my grandson played me Tom McDonald Snowflake and I literally came. Wait, you fucked me up at the last part, but yeah, that's what it's like. It's like, I am a retired Air Force veteran with severe PTSD. I am 75 years old grandmother. The last rap I would listen to was Will Smith, and now Tom McDonald has inspired me. And everybody at my knitting club, we all listen to Tom McDonald, and we're huge fans.
Do it. Like, I needed to figure out, I'm at the peak of the mountain. How do I go higher than this? How do I build a ladder on top of this mountain? How do I add rungs to this ladder every single day? How do I continue to improve and get better and give something to people that they haven't got before or that they can't get somewhere else? What can I give to people that is special, and how can I do it to the absolute best of my ability? And it took me months to figure this out. Months.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what the hell is going on? Uh-oh. Stream down? What's happening? Wait, what is... Oh, shit. What is happening right now? Suspected of policy violations? What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Oh, man. This is some bullshit, man. Wow. I got struck? Content live. What is going on with this? All right, well, let's figure out what the fuck is going on. Maybe we'll come up back at some point. I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. Let's see what the fuck is happening. Hello, so you're complaining about somebody, Max reported the stream. I don't see anything on the stream right now. We got a Fed. Man, this is such a bummer.
I post.
Oh, I'm back? Oh my God, what the fuck happened? Yes. All right, we braved it through the storm. Oh my God, guys, how come every time I end up going after somebody, they respond, man. They fucking respond. People go to war with me. I'm somebody that has, what, like 20 viewers right now? 20 fucking viewers, and I'm just trying to, give my little reaction to Tom McDonald. And people got to respond by copyright striking or reporting my shit. I mean, it's fucking embarrassing. And especially from a community like the one that is supposed to, we're all being censored. How many songs does Tom McDonald have about being censored? How many fucking variations of I'm being censored, I'm being held down by the system? But then when CJ starts opening his mouth and saying how he feels about Tom, suddenly your free speech shit doesn't, it doesn't add up. You would think a fan base would understand where I'm coming from. I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm just trying to talk. I'm trying to give my opinion about Tom. And we're going to keep on the Tom stuff, guys. I mean, we're not getting slowed down here. We're going to watch the thing that he put up today. So I think something might have happened in that live stream that made it where he's trying to scrub it from the internet. That's what I think happened, because I was playing that directly from my computer. Last night, something told me this is something that I should record on my OBS. Because why not? People delete this type of stuff, especially, guys, please, please, please. We need more of this in the community. We need better record keeping. When you're watching just a podcast, any podcast, if you think that there's any sort of risk that it's going to be deleted or whatever, fucking screen record that. Download OBS, screen record that shit. Because sometimes things get scrubbed from the internet, and we got to make sure people are keeping a little bit of a more diligent record. Because we're seeing firsthand what happens. I guess something might have happened in that stream, and I think, I don't know exactly what happened. Either Tom McDonald fans were coming in here and reporting, that could have been something that happened, or this video is Tom is trying to scrub it from the internet and is copyright striking or some bullshit like that. But that being said, that was the live stream. And like I said, Tom has been workshopping his sob story that he's been writing in order to sell these bullshit albums. So we're gonna listen to his little sob story right here.
My 2 new albums Renegade and the Revolution just dropped, and the only place in the world you can get them is hangovergang.com. I can't even believe I'm saying that because it almost killed me, and I'm gonna tell you all about it.
Oh, and isn't this great too? He adds like sad piano music, as if this isn't embarrassing enough. Look at how this guy lives. This looks like the room where the fucking FTX sex tape was filmed. This is not a Christian conservative room. That's not a Christian conservative dog. That's the type of dog that a bottom has.
And the only place in the world you can get them is...
Sorry, Edwin. I know that looks a lot like your dog. I'm sorry. Hey, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I can't even believe I'm
Didn't mean anything by it.
It almost killed me, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, let me just say this is not an album and a mixtape. For the first time ever, this is 2 albums. 2 full albums at the
and I'm sure they're so good.
same time. 34 songs. This took me to the edge, to be completely and brutally honest. I almost gave up altogether. And this is the absolute last time that I ever dropped 2 projects at once. These 2 new...
And I don't know if you guys are wearing headphones right now, but my dog's pretty. That one, it's got a big head. Yeah, that dog, Edwin, your dog does look a lot nicer than this fucking scumbag ass dog that Tom McDonald has. If you're owned by Tom McDonald, you're not good too. Because a dog is kind of like a reflection of its owner. So Tom McDonald's dog is just gonna be like a scumbag clout chasing dog type, creature.
Took more out of...
But yeah, if you're wearing headphones right now, you could hear his like microwave is going off or something. Do you guys hear that? There's like a faint noise in the background that you could hear. By the way, Edwin, I was listening to your stream. There's a lot of weird background noise in your stream. Like if you're wearing surround sound headphones listening to your stream, there's so many weird... It was freaking me out. I thought somebody was trying to break into my house.
Than I will ever possibly be able to get back. Every album that I work on comes with an incredible amount of pressure. Pressure to live up to the last album, pressure to live up to people's expectations.
Yeah. I like thinking anytime Tom is going through some adversity, I'm the adversity. Yeah, he's thinking about me.
Pressure to exceed my own, pressure to just be better. And after my Us Against the World album last year...
People are mad I'm bringing... Okay, the dog has nothing to do with it. Okay, fair enough.
Massive songs like Fake Woke and Snowflakes and Dear Slim, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it. I had reached the very peak of the independent musician mountain.
Yeah, it's like... Do you realize how tall the peak is for the independent musician mountain? Tom McDonald... I mean... Yo, you're not Garth Brooks. Do you know how... Okay, the difference between Tom McDonald and Garth Brooks, it's like comparing somebody who has $10 million to somebody that has $40 billion. It's not the same thing. You're not at the top of any independent music Mount Rushmore. You're not Garth Brooks. You're not the Grateful Dead. You're not fucking... I mean, who else? There's so many music. Even the fucking even Insane Clown Posse. Insane Clown Posse is way more important than you. They've had such a bigger impact. I mean, when fucking Flint, Michigan didn't have water, Juggalos fucking they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars buying Faygo. So they had something to drink on.
When there's nobody else to compete with, how do you begin to compete with yourself? When you're on top of the world, where do you go from there? Being at the top is an extremely stressful place to be in because more often than not, there's only one direction for people to go, and that's down. They fall off.
Imagine the sad, pathetic fucking emails that this guy's been sending Kanye West over the last couple weeks. As Kanye's been going through his fucking episode, people like Tom McDonald are buzzing around his ear trying to get some of that clout.
In most cases, your only option is to accept that you can't get any higher. I couldn't accept that, though.
All right, should we bust a quick freestyle? Okay, here, we're going to see what we can do here. I am talking a lot of shit about Tom McDonald, so I figured I should probably bust a quick freestyle here. This is going to be rough. Listen, I'm not good at freestyling, but I feel like, to be fair, if I'm going to talk all this shit, I might as well bust out a fucking freestyle. Freestyle beat. All right, let's see what we can do here. We'll try this one. How does this go? No, I hate beats like that. Come on, we got to pick it up a little bit. No. Come on, man. Give me something I can feel good about, something I can vibe on. Whoa, this is dark. I mean, these royalty-free beats are not very good. You guys got to see these thumbnails, too. Look at this. It's like Bart pissing. This, by the way, this is what you do. You just Google royalty-free beat. So this is a YouTube hack. Just type in anytime you're doing a video, type in royalty-free beat and record it on your OBS, and then in your editing, just separate the audio. Now you just have fucking royalty-free audio. Okay. Smoke it on that weed, I'm obscene. Gonna stroke it, I'm gonna stroke it. Get my dick in my hand, gonna make my plan. Gonna fuck Smaggle's ass in the motherfucking dark. Gonna kill Doc, he's a real shark. Gonna manipulate the little fucking retards. Now you know CJ, he's gonna go real far. Talking Tom McDonald on the motherfucking beat. He's a conservative but a liberal in the sheets. He's real gay, he's non-binary. Yeah, he doesn't drink dairy, just oat. Yeah, he don't smoke. Yeah, he on the pills. No, he don't have grills. He eating Oxycontin, not telling you, cause he's trying to grift, trying to do the Tim Pool shit, trying to rapping, tapping, going back on attack. Yeah, CJ's black, CJ's cool, CJ's a fool, CJ dumb, CJ got a motherfucking gun. Watch out. Woo! Okay. All right. So there we go. CJ did a quick little freestyle for you guys. Woo!
I had to go higher. Even if it killed me, I had to go higher.
Go higher, bitch!
I figured out how to build a ladder on top of a mountain, and every single day I added more rungs to that ladder.
Build that ladder, pussy.
That ladder, and I just kept climbing, and I just kept pushing myself, and I just refused to go down.
Oh, you're going down. You're going down. This guy likes to suck. This guy likes to slurp. He's the type of guy, he likes being spit on and shit.
This is
the way I'm telling you, the things he does in the bedroom have nothing to do with America First. They're really fucking gnarly.
Confession to make, but I almost quit when I was recording these albums.
Oh, he almost quit.
And not like a moment of frustration where you like throw your hands up in the air and just walk away from something for a moment. I mean,
am I the only one that's hearing the fucking beeping in the background? This guy, it's like this fucking beep. Why didn't he re-record it? There's so much beeping in the background.
Actually, almost really, actually for real quit. Quit like calling my parents in tears because the process was unbearable. Quit like collapsing in Nova's arms because I was...
Do you hear... Okay, are you guys... So for the people that have been in the stream for a little while now, are you guys hearing what I'm hearing? So do you remember on the first stream, it was, Tom was, he was telling the story about how hard he worked and how exhausted he was and how he collapsed in Nova's arms or whatever. And listen, now we get to hear he cleaned up the story. He told it on stream. He told it to himself in the mirror a couple more times. And he's workshopping this story here.
Unbearable. Quit like collapsing in Nova's arms because I was absolutely, totally exhausted. Quit like screaming to my best friend Brandon on the phone for hours because I wanted to do something impossible.
Oh, Brandon.
I wanted to do something impossible and I was afraid that I'd fail.
Yeah, it's like a hospital ambience track. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're if you're a musician, the videos you put out should bleed your essence. You know, when I click on your YouTube video, it should just be fucking bleeding fucking you, even if it's bad. I like it when somebody does their own thumbnails and the music's all their own. So the fact that a musician is using like Adobe stock music for the selling point of it, I mean, it's like, it's so embarrassing.
I wanted everything to be so good. I wanted it to exceed everything that I've ever done by such a great distance that it was impossible to even make a comparison. It had to be better than Us Against the World, and better than Gravestones, and better than Ghost Stories, and better than Death Threats. I had to make these albums the best. And if I couldn't, what was the point? It took me a little while to figure out how to do it.
Got Ian in the chat. Hello, hello.
Man, I really did it. Like,
yeah, those are supposed to be real tears, right? That's what it looks like when a man cries right there. So you're trying to tell me that's not a guy who rehearsed crying? This fucking guy, man. This guy fucking practiced. This is a guy who fucking practiced how to cry on camera. That's what we're looking at right here. This they them ass.
But I did it. Man,
I like the people analyzing this stuff in the background. There's a cross video game machine, a double oven, and then it looks like he's got stained glass in the corner over there.
Really did it. Like, I did it. And you guys are the only reason that I didn't give up. I wanted to quit so badly.
I mean, everything about Tom is so female. Everything is so, like, emotions are guiding my every action, and it's very very estrogenic, to be frank. And I don't mean anything by that to the women in the crowd. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing here. I'm sorry.
Depressed and overwhelmed and frustrated. I wanted to be gone, and I just wanted it to be over. But I couldn't leave you guys.
I couldn't leave you.
Leave you guys.
I couldn't leave the money and the clout.
All the Hangover Gang tattoos and the kids running around in Tom McDonald shirts and families listening to my music. I just could not walk away. I had to find a way to push through. It's this whole journey that we've been on together, and no matter if I was fighting the music industry or dealing with anxiety and depression or whatever I was going through, you guys were at my side. And for that, I've realized that no matter how hard it gets or how much...
No matter how hard I've pushed you, you still allow me to manipulate you into giving me money.
I will never leave your side. I never told anybody this, but I lost myself after the Brave album with Adam Calhoun. It was my 9th...
And what is this whole... I've never told anybody this. This to me is one of these, like... This to me is like a YouTuber who realizes that there's a certain percentage of schizos that are that think that the YouTuber is talking directly to them. And this to me is Tom signaling the schizos like, yes, schizos, it's time for you to spend more money on me.
You guys were at my side. And for that, I've realized that no matter how hard it gets...
Watch him directly communicate with the schizos. And by the way, another way to directly communicate with the schizos is by making direct eye contact with the camera. That's why one of the groups of people that has the most stalkers is going to be newscasters. Newscasters have a disproportionate amount of stalkers, and it's because they make direct eye contact with the camera. So people think that, like crazy people think they're talking directly to them.
How much it hurts. I will never leave your side. I never told anybody this, but I lost myself after the Brave album with Adam Calhoun. It was my 9th album into an incredible non-stop 4-year run, and I was just like, what else do I have to say? What else can I give people that they haven't gotten already or that they can't get from somebody else?
See, okay, maybe I'll even address that. Max is saying something right here. You are a spiteful individual. Curious as to why. How does that affect you? That is an interesting question. And I think you're misunderstanding fundamentally what is happening here. We're watching this not because we hate Tom, although sometimes we hate Tom. we're entertained by the Tom McDonald storyline. So Tom McDonald is a guy that is putting himself out there. He's putting content out there, and I'm a consumer of the content. So I am simply responding as a consumer of the content and just saying how I feel about it. And I personally get a lot of joy out of watching and talking about Tom McDonald. So I really reject the idea that this is somehow out of spite, because I think what it is, it's more celebratory than you think it is.
What else can I give people at this point? I lost who I was, and I had to find myself in a big way to make these 2 new albums possible.
That's the thing about these people right here. They want you to love them, but you're only allowed to love them in a way that is okay for them. So if I'm attached to somebody who's putting shit out there and it's in a way that you don't love, then it's like tough luck. Stop putting yourself out there. You know? Like if you're not getting the type of attention that you want to be getting, then, you know, either change your actions or ignore the bad people that are, you know, chirping at you, you know?
I had to approach my music in an entirely new way, from a different angle, with a new process, in a different headspace. Because sometimes you get caught up in being this like viral sensation and the train comes off the tracks a little bit. And I wanted to get back to my roots as an artist with these 2 new albums.
Can we get some people in the chat auditing this Max guy? I want to know more about this Max guy. I'm very interested, like where this person came from and what their values are and what their life is like. I want to know about you, Max Stone. I'm gonna crack you. I'm gonna crack you like a fucking egg.
I wanted to reapproach and reinvent and refresh everything, and I'm so thankful that.
I'm so thankful.
With my past albums, I was recording a song a day, easy, no problem. I'd make a beat.
And you remember this part too. So again, this is him workshopping all this shit. We heard this all before about how things used to take not a lot of time. And by the way, bragging about how you could write and produce a whole song in a day, that's not something to brag about. That's something that we all already knew, which is the fact that your music sucks and you don't spend a lot of time working on it. Anybody that listens to it from a musical standpoint can understand that you write, you write 45-second worth of song in Fruity Loops. Then you take that instrumentation, you copy paste it 2 times, and then you write your rap over it. You're not putting in time that actual musicians are putting in to making the music good and interesting. We knew that. Now, at least this guy's fucking owning up to that.
Morning, write the song in the afternoon, and record the song in the evening. And if it turned out to be a 10 out of 10, then great. Perfect. And when they turned out to be a 6 out of 10, I was like, fine. That's cool. Just another song done. Another song on the album. I guess I can't do any better.
Yeah, this guy is so arrogant. He thinks that his music is 6s out of 10. I mean, that's what I'm saying about that. I mean, that's enough of this whole Tom McDonald situation right here. I mean, that's about as much as I could stomach. Yeah, I'm so curious to find out what happened. Like, why did I get my shit pulled for a minute there? That was so fucking weird. That was so weird. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm very curious to find out what actually happened. Yeah, we're gonna. What's next up on the docket here? We got some fun stuff. Oh, guys, let's start talking about the Keemstar show. Anybody here fans of the Keemstar show? I have been loving the Keemstar show. It's been so much fun. My favorite part of the Keemstar show is the fact that they all bully this intern named ChrisTheNarc. He's a guy that does commentary videos. He dresses like a police officer and then talks about Ethan Klein and who's the other guy that he talks about? Quantum TV. So they've just been, I mean, just completely fucking given the... It's so funny watching this because they have come, and by they, I mean Salvo Pancakes and Keemstar, they have come to the realization that Chris is actually so shitty at their job, they can't get mad at him. Because how can you, it's like having an old dog that takes a shit on the carpet. Like, what, you're going to get mad at the dog? Like, how does that make any sense? So they've resigned themselves to taking a little bit more. They're like, okay, Chris is just a full-blown idiot. He fucks every single segment up. There were a couple notable ones. What was the one that people told me? Oh, yeah. Here, let's watch his edgy comment section. So, oh, my God. To me, I feel like it's got to be like some degree of an honor to work for the Keemstar show. Keemstar is a serious guy. A lot of people know Keemstar. He's one of the most well-known people on the planet. People really know. He is very famous. So when you work on his show and you're his producer and you're fucking up every day and it's like life is giving you this beautiful basket of fruit and you're just literally taking a shit on it. Because think about all the people that, I mean, you could have Keemstar talking to all sorts of different people. You know, he right here is going to show us that he trusted ChrisTheNarc to write a segment for him. And it's called Edgy Comments. It's called Edgy Comments or Toxic Comments. And oh my God, it is really cringe-inducing. We're going to watch that right now. All right, so let's see what happens when their producer, ChrisTheNarc, what happens when he makes a segment. Let's see how well it goes.
Right. Let's get to the show.
Perfect.
What are we fucking doing?
So we're going to...
Okay, actually, here, let me rewind a little bit. Because the beginning of the show, as a punishment for Chris fucking up really bad, they flew in this person named Abby Blackbird, who ChrisTheNarc really hates. So it was just a funny surprise, and everybody's cracking up.
Listen, all right? This is just kind of...
What it is. I just think he needs to get laid, but that's not my problem.
Like, listen. So now you're seeing they're playing a little prank on Chris, and everybody's in a really good mood. Everybody's cracking up. It's funny. People are because somebody like this who's fucking up all day long, they deserve a little bit of comeuppance. So when they get their comeuppance, everybody's having a fucking blast. So that's the first segment. Listen to how much fun everybody's having. Listen to this shit.
So the biggest bitch on Twitter and the biggest bitch in the community, the one that runs from conversations, the ones that are parasocial to people, but I'm the bitch.
That couldn't
but I'm
apologize
the
for
bitch.
3 months. Oh
to be honest, I didn't care to apologize after a while because you're
such a
realistically an
little bitch.
annoying fucking
Whatever.
motherfucker. Like, honestly,
I
that's
know
what
it's
you
hard for
are.
you to deal with women.
You are
Problem.
hard to deal with women. When did the woman comment ever come up? That's
When
your
do you
one.
ever
Hold on,
actually
you
deal with
stupid
women?
bitch.
Because
That is
nobody-
literally
okay.
the last
Admit
thing
that.
right here.
So they're loving. I mean, so it's a fight. He's uncomfortable as a motherfucker. He did not expect to have to see this person. And so everybody's having fun. But now it's time for Chris to actually work. So the first segment, they're playing a prank on him, so he's a part of the show. And then the second segment, he's a producer on the show. So we're going to see how quickly people change their opinion on him.
Right.
Let's get to the show.
Perfect.
What are we fucking doing?
So we're going to start with our new segment, reactions to toxic comments. So I grabbed a couple of videos.
Whose idea
for you
was
guys.
that?
That was your idea.
Keemstar's idea.
Say my name, bitch.
Motherfucker.
What's my name?
Wow.
Keemstar.
There you go.
There you go.
Right.
Fuck you. So basically, I grabbed a couple of videos with some very interesting responses to them. One of them we're going to start off with called 5 Things That Instantly Make Guys Hotter.
So we're gonna play the video and
Okay,
then...
so now I'm getting a little bit of a better view here. So let's try to understand this from the Keemstar perspective. Okay, we're gonna try our best to understand this as somebody who's trying to run a show. So Keemstar goes to Chris and goes, I want to do a segment. It's going to be called Toxic Comments. So I want you to find videos on YouTube that have toxic comments. So let's see what Chris comes up
We're gonna
with.
read the toxic comment.
Exactly.
I like it. Okay.
All right, let's
So
play the
pull
game.
this up.
These are 5 things that instantly make a guy so much hotter.
Okay.
Nothing to do with looks, nothing to do with his appearance. These things are just so, Ladies, let me know if you agree. Guys, please listen up.
We're listening.
Number 1, his nails. I'm not saying if he has nice hands or nice nails. I don't care about that. I'm saying, does he cut his damn nails?
That's a good one.
Do his nails look like he's never washed his hands? Number 2, jewelry. All it takes is one simple chain. That's it.
I disagree.
And then if you add in a ring...
Okay, pause that. So far, I gotta say, I have amazing nails.
Yeah, get those manicured.
I don't.
Oh my
I do
God.
myself. I have amazing nails, and I got that chain.
There's a real homoerotic element to this show.
2 for 2. All right, play it, Chris.
2 for 2.
What if the next thing she says, number 4, a black pointy beard,
A dome level beard.
All right, go
Number
ahead.
3, if he acts hot. The girls will know what I mean.
confidence? Like
Number
me.
4, how he talks to servers.
How do you talk to servers, Gabe?
So mind you, they're off on this tangent, right? Like they're watching this video. What the fuck does this have to do with toxic comments? So Chris was tasked with making a toxic comments video, and what his dumbass came up with was this TikTok tutorial guide video, 5 things that instantly make a guy hotter. How is this what you come up with? It doesn't make any sense.
That's true. He hates servers.
How do you talk to servers, dude?
No. I don't know why you're saying
Oh, funniest part is that Chris must have typed how to be hot on his TikTok for that to show up on his For You page. That's an interesting point.
I talk to the server. Great. If the server's a bitch, then bro, I'm gonna be a bitch, and you get $1.
You ain't that hot, then
I
apparently.
just turned into tips.
Imagine the type of I would pay hundreds of dollars to be a fly on the wall. Some of these scumbag fucking Buffalo, New York diners where Keemstar is just fucking screaming at these single mothers. How fucking fun would that be?
Yeah, I was about to say, you did.
yeah.
You turned into Tipster.
He's been really Mexican, like ghetto lately.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
So Tipster, he's a fellow streamer, friend of the show, although he did stream when we were live, so we hate him now.
Oh, come on.
Tipster, like, he talks normal. He talks like,
Normal.
white, I guess,
yeah.
if you want to use that term.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the right term.
No.
And then all of a sudden, he'll just come with some...
I don't agree with that, by the way.
Like, what the fuck are you
Out
doing?
of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Especially of late. It's very
Anyhow,
odd.
we're derailing. Let's play this.
Derail. How he talks to
Is he being
servers.
kind? Is he making conversation? Is he tipping?
Okay.
Last but not least, number 5, voice memos on Snapchat. That is the
Okay.
only way to Snapchat
That is the most
someone.
Okay, get her out of
you get
here.
it. You get it.
What
you
is,
get
what
it.
is the toxic comment
So one of the toxic comments that I have pulled up here for you.
on that video?
Yep. So the first thing that somebody left for her, one thing that makes a girl hot, a girl who's not judgmental.
How is that toxic?
So
Yeah, it's like this is what this guy comes up with. So he gets the honor of working with fucking G Fuel salesman himself, Keemstar. And this is the type of fucking shitty work that he does. That's what's so disrespectful about it. If this is what Chris was doing for himself or whatever, that's fine. That's, passable. But what are you doing, man? This is bad.
Really misogynistic at one point.
but
So
that-
some of them were
But that's
pretty
what we
toxic.
wanted.
Yeah.
You didn't get me a toxic
So
comment. That's
that was
stupid.
that's
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I guess Chris goes, "Oh, come on," when people were making fun of Tipster, because they're in some type of. I don't know if you guys have been noticing this. Tipster, Xylee, and ChrisTheNarc are in this weird blood pact where no matter what any of them do, they will always defend each other. Maybe there's been like some type of a financial arrangement. I don't know what it is, but they have some type of a deal worked out where no matter how stupid of a thing one of them does, they've agreed that they will not say, they will be like, this is my friend, I will not say anything bad. It's like, okay, whatever, guys. You're
That's
weird.
the top comment at the
Okay.
time.
So here's the thing. I don't even think she was being that judgmental. She kind of was just laying out what she prefers here.
Yeah, if the rest of this segment's gonna go like this, it's gonna be bad.
Well, hold
Okay.
on. That was the first one. That was the
And you
first.
can say, and remember, this is why it's so important to kind of show you guys the whole picture here. You guys saw in the beginning, Keemstar was having a great time. He was having fun. He was loving life. He's like, fuck yeah, we pranked Chris with Abby. This is so much fun. And now he is sunk back into the reality of the fact that Chris is still his producer, and this is the segment. it's hitting Keem like a bag of bricks right now.
So what's up here, Chris?
Right. So the next one, guys, listen up. He acts hot. Girls, you know what I mean. Thanks. Real fucking helpful.
That's not toxic.
No.
Again, that comment's not toxic.
All right.
Chris,
all right.
I was looking for a comment on that video being like, I'm gonna sneak in your bushes and strangle you or something.
Oh my God, that's
We
what you
want
were
that.
looking
We
for?
want that
You were
toxic.
looking for that?
We want that
All
toxic.
right, I
Yeah.
got this one.
It's called toxic comments, not like snarky, like.
And it's like, how did you not figure that out? And it's not even that. It, you know, maybe you did have a misunderstanding, and maybe it's an honest misunderstanding, but why don't you ask Keemstar what he's looking for? Why don't you ask him before you do all the work? You say, "Hey, Keem, what are you looking for? How do I how do I make this the best?" Ask him for advice, and then he doesn't look like this. Look at Keem right now. I mean, imagine if somebody looked at you like that.
Okay, I'll give you one that's pretty toxic.
Like, I wouldn't even throw a like on those comments. Like, I would throw a like on, like, I'm gonna behead you, bitch.
yeah.
Chris.
So how about this one?
It's called toxic
Yeah,
comments. You're
okay.
supposed to find things that are toxic. How is that toxic?
Hold
So
on.
those were toxic towards her and her points. This one, on the other hand, it's pretty fucked.
Okay. I
I'll
hope
admit
so.
it. I'll
I hope
admit it.
so.
So this is a clip.
You failed, bro.
No,
What would you
just
say
wait.
to that girl, by
You
the way?
failed.
Like,
That's imagine you go to work and then your boss says you failed. I've never, ever gone to work and had my boss say you failed. That's never happened to me ever. That's not a normal thing to have happen to you.
like, if you watched that video and you were gonna leave a toxic comment, what would you say?
I would say, you need to fix your eyebrows.
Right, something like
How is that
Yeah.
toxic? That's just like a baseline thing.
Oh no! If I was trying to be toxic,
Yes, try to be
yeah.
Oh, and
toxic.
now Chris is acting like, oh, how is that even toxic? Well, you didn't know what toxic was when you did this segment. So who the fuck are you to say what is and is not toxic anymore? You couldn't figure it out on your own.
I would say, I hope you get stage 5 on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Who did he say that to? The guy that died of cancer, Total Biscuit.
Jesus.
So maybe for Chris's help, we need to rephrase that segment to misogynistic comments. I mean, we want misogyny.
Well,
You
they're
want misogyny?
supposed to be toxic. Like, we're highlighting some toxic, over the top toxic comments. Like,
Right.
that's the whole point of the show.
Okay, let's go on.
So
here. Let's
this
go
one
on
right here.
It's funny that you said Chris is autistic on the spectrum to Salvo, and then Salvo literally said, yeah, I want people telling Chris he's on the spectrum.
Family. This one's of a family.
When this family went to go put their grandmother's ashes where she always wanted to be, they tossed them into the water and then noticed the ashes spelt out I
Dude,
heart
it's
you.
like, okay, so somebody that talks like they got a, funny voice, you don't expect them to have autism. Where Chris has this, I'm telling you, I look at him the same way I look at, like, in The Sopranos, how if there's like a scumbag nephew that they have work at the lumberyard, but he doesn't like doing anything and he's incompetent. That's how I look at Chris. So imagine that type of person with autism. That's ChrisTheNarc to me.
They all noticed it
Very
at the
nice,
same
right?
time and started freaking out, with some of them tearing up at the thought of her sending them a message. An incredible moment for this family.
Okay, this has potential to be very toxic.
I saw a penis.
I saw a penis.
I saw a penis.
Penis
I saw-
heart.
Wow,
I saw
I'm
it.
telling. What did I say? This is a homoerotic program.
And I saw a baby elephant. I'm just saying.
Right.
Okay.
So the response to this guy wrote, plot twist, the guy spreading the ashes is an espresso artist.
Okay.
A little bit better?
Kind of funny.
A little bit better? A little bit better?
Not bad. Not bad.
Could be worse.
You know, it's like I'm watching that family spread ashes, and it's like it could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse.
It could have been.
Chris, it's like you get mad when like people talk in the movies, and I've heard you say a whole bunch of bad slurs.
What?
About that?
Yeah.
Never.
What would you say?
Yeah, towards black people, right?
Yeah, towards black
aren't you
people.
mad at Brantley for constantly talking?
Wait, what the fuck? And then he just agrees to that. So he's like, Salvo's like, you've said a lot of slurs about in the movie theaters. And then he's like, what? No. And then Keemstar's like, yeah, like the black people that you say that about. Like, what the fuck? What was that dynamic?
Whole bunch of
No, just the black people. Just the black
bad
people.
slurs
Like, what?
about that?
Yeah.
Never.
What would you
That's
say?
fucking funny.
Towards black people, right?
What,
Yeah,
what,
towards
aren't
black
you
people.
mad at Brantley for constantly talking during the movies?
Are you? Brantley's not black.
No, I know. I'm just stating that as a fact. You said it was talking during the movies.
I get mad at Brantley for talking through the movies.
But
you guys are trying to turn that around.
But you specifically told us a story.
And it's like, dude, you're this is also annoying, man. It's like, not only are you an incompetent employee, but you're drinking on the job. So not only are you incapable of doing the job sober, you're gonna do it while drinking now. How about, I don't know about you guys, but jobs that I have where I decide to either drink or get high on the job, I've spent a good amount of time beforehand mastering the job. So like when I would work at Van Leeuwen Ice Cream, if I wanted to get high before work, I waited a couple months because it was somewhat of a challenging job. I mean, there were days where, I kid you not, we would scoop $4,000 for the ice cream. There'd be 3 of us working. So, if I was going to get high before that job, I would want to prepare. I would want to be able to do that job like it's nothing. And Chris can't do this job at all. So, glug, glug, why are you drinking? Drink some fucking coffee, asshole.
It was a black family. You went to see Wakanda Forever, and they were talking in front of you. What would you leave a comment about?
What would I leave a comment about?
About that family at Wakanda Forever.
Just shut the fuck up. I wouldn't write anything fucking awful. Like, what the fuck? Are you trying to catch me in some shit?
Okay.
Oh, wow. What a pussy move. So here's what happened right here. And I'm just kind of unwinding this right now. Behind the scenes, Chris said some type of a racist joke, and Chris is too much of a snake. Listen, somebody like me, I'm going to say the same things. Anybody that has seen me in some of these situations, I'm the same in front of the scenes as I am behind the scenes. I'm pretty much exactly the same. Sometimes I say some offensive shit on stream. Sometimes I say it off stream. It all kind of falls in the same ballpark, I would say. But Chris apparently behind the scenes likes saying some racist jokes, and he doesn't even want people to know that he's making some racist jokes. So he doesn't like the fact that Keemstar and Salvo are bringing this up live.
You see Wakanda Forever, and they were talking in front of you. What would you leave a comment about?
What would I leave a comment about?
About that family at Wakanda Forever.
Just shut the fuck up. I wouldn't write anything fucking awful.
It's like Salvo is outing him for like raping, or it's like, what, dude? You said a racist joke in private. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Why? Self-preservation ass, social climbing bitch.
Catch me in some shit.
Okay.
Self-preservation ass, social climbing bitch.
So this one is a guy that pretends.
That's what we're looking at,
be
guys.
Blind.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that guy, by the way. I think that guy makes some of the funniest fucking videos. The guy that goes around with a fake dog pretending to be blind.
Fake. That's fake.
Yeah. So it's fake.
That's
it's
fake.
Yeah, exactly. Own your joke and like whatever, So, you said black people are annoying in the movie theater? Who cares? Everybody knows. Yeah, whatever. It's not that big a deal. Oh, I got canceled because I said black people are annoying at the movie theater. Whatever. Who cares?
Fake? Yeah, obviously, right?
Jesus.
So people take it seriously, and one of them wrote, "She mad as fuck she dropped her food."
That is, that's a funny comment. That's a funny comment. It's not toxic.
It's a little toxic.
It's not toxic.
It's a little toxic.
See, here's the thing. Those comments are like playing along.
Dude, Keemstar, he really like cannot look at Chris. He's so, this is an exhausted man. Look at his eyes. This is the man that's had to deal with incompetence for too long. Look at how fucking annoyed he is. Look at that guy. Poor guy. Poor fucking guy. Tired eye. Those are some tired eyes.
The bit.
Are they playing along?
We need we need to make this very specific for Chris. Misogynist comments.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. For a stream like this, it is way worse to be caught going to Marvel movies in the theaters. Oh, that's fucking pathetic. You see Marvel movies? I watch Criterion Collection, bitch. I don't watch Marvel. Get some fucking real cinema in your life. You go to see Wakanda?
Comments.
I can't believe I told him get toxic
I know.
comments.
And
he
you were
comes up with
excited for
that.
this segment.
Yeah. This is a huge letdown, Chris.
Wow, this is a huge letdown, Chris.
Like, do you not know what toxic is?
I retrospectively do, but at the same time, I was looking at things that were like,
Oh my God, the way that Chris justifies every little fucking thing he does. Listen.
This is a huge letdown, Chris.
oh no, letdown.
Like, do you not know what toxic is?
I retrospectively do, but at the same time, I was looking at things that were like funny for you guys, or at least something a little entertaining on that.
I retrospectively do, but I was looking for things that would be funny, and I just...
Listen, we need the most
Extreme,
fans
yeah.
out there. In the Discord, we have a Discord. The link is in the description. Everybody's on TikTok. Everybody's on comments. Everybody's on YouTube. If you see a toxic comment,
Like,
over the
okay,
top.
here's an example.
Yep.
Trisha Paytas tweeted out like a picture of her baby, right? And somebody left a comment below saying, you should have had an abortion.
Holy shit.
Your daughter should have had an abortion. Your mom's mom should have had an abortion. Your
Toxic.
family tree should have had an abortion.
That's toxic.
That's toxic comments.
That's more fucked up. Jesus.
That's beyond toxic. That's just fucked up is what that is. That's not even we don't even joke around like that around here, Keem. Oh, not in my neighborhood.
It's what?
That's more like fucked up. It's like that's some fuck shit.
Yeah,
to write
that's
that
what
to a mother.
This guy is so fucking stupid.
Get it? It's just
toxic
wow.
is.
I didn't realize people were saying that shit.
Oh my. What? You don't think people are leaving toxic comments online, Christopher?
In that retrospect,
This is crazy.
That's awful, dude. I'll be honest.
Oh my God. Have you ever heard of Trishy Land? Oh my God, they're evil over there.
Yeah,
Ethan
true.
Klein fan.
Yeah.
All right, just skip
Oh
this
my
segment because
God.
you're horrible.
We'll come back to it.
There was a
Skip this segment because you're horrible. That's what his boss told him that day. Skip this segment because you're horrible. Well, good job, Chris. And you know the good news, guys. Later on in the stream, I did get to I got to confront him. So we're gonna skip ahead in the stream. We're gonna do a play-by-play on CJ calling in and talking to our boy, because okay, they did a full stream, and then they stopped the stream. Hey, what's going on there? They stopped the stream, and then they went into a members-only stream. Now, the best part of this, Chris is so stupid that he forgot to turn the members-only button on. So anybody could have watched the stream, and he stupidly didn't realize that he just made it a public live stream, which they were already really upset about that. So I call in. This is 4 minutes, 4-minute call. We're going to listen to this right now.
Hello.
How you doing? Hey, Chris, how are you?
How are you doing, sweetie?
Can Chris talk? Can I talk to
Chris.
Oh, and isn't that a great way to start this off, to really kind of spell out exactly everything that I've been saying about ChrisTheNarc? I say, hey, can I talk to Chris? Is he there? And then lo and behold, he is not sitting at his computer. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hello.
How you doing? Hey,
Hi,
Chris,
CJ.
how are you?
How are you doing, sweetie?
Can Chris talk? Can I talk to Chris?
Chris. Dude,
Why is it when I'm
why
here?
is he leaving his post? This isn't like fucking freedom for him.
See, this is why. see what I mean about how Salvo and Keem, it's like they don't even get upset about it anymore. They're like, this guy's just too stupid. He's too dumb. It's not even worth. He's like, what is even happening? Why is he this stupid? Salvo, he can't even be mad. I wanted to call in. Like most people, when they start doing a job, eventually they start getting better at it. Chris is getting worse every single fucking week. It's so embarrassing. I'm glad that you and Keemstar are less mad at him, and you seem more just laughing about how incompetent he is. Like you've moved past expecting anything.
Well,
out of him.
he actually is
Put your headset on, Chris.
horrible.
I love this too, because there's something so funny about the implication of all this too. You know how they, you know, everybody knows this. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You have the implication. You know, you bring them on a boat. It's the implication. This is it's a very similar thing that we're noticing here. Keemstar brings these people onto the Keemstar compound. So when Keemstar is mad at you, Do you realize there are so many places to hide bodies on his property? So many fucking places. So when Keemstar is mad at you, there's some implication under that.
He's actually horrible. People think this is a bit. It's not a bit. Like, no, this is really him.
Keemstar, we were going through the last Keemstar show when Salvo made you sit next to Chris. You wouldn't even fucking make eye contact with him.
It'd be like that sometimes. I get so angry. I'm afraid I'm going to strike.
How close, dude, that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, how close were you to actually punching Chris? It looked like you were fucking seconds away.
I mean, I was having a bad day. I think I can...
He didn't want to answer that. He didn't want to answer that question, but I think Keem was I think he was about to take a little shot at Chris. We're fucking seconds away.
I mean, I was having a bad day. I think I can... I'm big enough man to admit that. I was having a really bad day. I was pissed off at everyone.
That's got to be scary for Chris, too, because he's on your compound. So if you hit him, what is he going to do about it?
I don't know. Right now, he's fucking around with the camera.
Did you hear that, by the way? I go, so when you hit him, what is he going to do about it? And then Keemstar goes, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do about it.
The camera. You want to switch over to me? Did it get me?
Perfect.
And it's like,
Thank
he's
you,
so
Chris.
bad at it's not even that he makes all these mistakes. It's not even that he makes all these mistakes. It's the fact that, like, after he does the mistake, he's like, oh, sorry, boss. I'll do better next time. It's like, what are you talking about? Did you see Keem when I just said that? It looks like he rolls his eyes because he's agreeing with me. Listen. Like, or look at Keemstar's eyes.
Sorry, boss. I'll do better next time.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
did you see that? He's like, yeah, he does do that.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah, what about instead of saying that you're trying your best, how about just you do better next time?
How about
but
instead
you
you just shut your fucking mouth, CJ?
Oh, he angry. He's angry. But just you do better next time.
How about
but
instead
you
just shut your fucking mouth, CJ? All the shit you
You're
spew is
you're
complete
incompetent.
garbage.
All that shit you spew is complete garbage. What shit am I spewing?
Understand that, and I already own it. But the thing is that all
wait, what does he say? This is very dense, by the way. We might be doing a lot of rewinding and fast forwarding here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Better next time.
How about
but you
instead
don't.
you just
Wait, what is you're worried about? Edwin's worried that there's no salt on the dispenser. Edwin is I like it. Edwin's making sure there's enough salt around. That's for sure. That's one thing I do love about an Edwin stream. How about just you do better next time?
How about instead
but you don't.
just shut your fucking mouth, CJ? All the shit you
You're
spew is complete
you're incompetent.
garbage. I understand that, and I already own it. But the thing is that all of your opinions, bro, it's kind of fucking pathetic when you're calling in on here saying this shit, like expecting me not to say nothing, or you did expect.
That's so. I love that, by the way. He's like, it's so pathetic that you call in here expecting me not to hear. It's like, bro, the first thing I did is ask, where are you? And you weren't sitting at your computer. The incompetent producer of the show was gone, which was the whole reason I was calling in to begin with.
Pathetic when you're calling in on here saying this shit, like expecting me not to say nothing, or you did expect it. But realistically,
I was asking
you,
for
at the end of the day, are somebody that I give little relevance to, and nor do I care for. So
oh, he don't like me. He don't like me. You are somebody that I give little relevance to. Oh, you could tell, dude, some of these people, when you pick on them even a little bit, it is too much for them. And it's so, I love picking on people like this because ChrisTheNarc is somebody that makes commentary. He makes fun of people, goes on all these self-righteous crusades. And it's like, oh, am I frozen? Ooh, look at me. I am frozen. Thank you for calling that out. See, that's another reason why you just gotta fucking be live. Because I've recorded a whole podcast, and by the end of it, I didn't have my microphone was off. My microphone was just off the entire time. But yeah, here I'll rewind a little bit here.
like expecting me not to say nothing, or you did expect it. But realistically,
I was asking
you,
for you.
at the end of the day, are somebody that I give little relevance to, and nor do I care
And
for.
okay, here's my takeaway of Chris. He reminds me of a lot of people, a lot of characters that I would meet in the stand-up comedy world, where they weren't necessarily talented, but they were good at learning the system to a certain degree, where, they're not funny, but they know how to use the system and how to, go from open mics to this, and they're doing it in a very calculated, systematic type way. I don't think Chris is necessarily doing that. I think Chris is pretty fucking stupid, but I do think that he is a social climber, where he looks at people in a way where he's like, oh, this person offers me this, so I'm going to deal with them. I'm only going to deal with people that have something that I perceive to value from them, and that could be clout, that could be, a series of things. So for me, CJ, he only has 20 streamers and he's mean to me, so I get to just discount whatever he says because I can't get enough clout out of dealing with him. That's the type of vibe that I'm getting out of here.
You, at the end of the day, are somebody that I give little relevance to, and nor do I care for. So please, CJ, shut your fucking mouth.
Why? I'm a nice guy. I mean, I'm fun. Like, who else are you gonna go to? You know what I mean? You're a little clout
New
goblin
donation.
that dresses like fucking Derek Chauvin for a living. It's
Derek
pathetic.
Chauvin, how old are you, bro, that you're literally trying to...
Yo, how old are you, bro? If you're bringing up Derek Chauvin, fucking how old are you, bro? Bro, Derek Chauvin, how old are you? You showing your age with that Derek Chauvin comment. You know the thing that happened 3 years ago? Yeah, you showing your age.
Right now.
What does he mean? Derek Chauvin, how old are you? What is Derek Chauvin? How old are you? I don't know what that is.
Policeman outfit, like a little bitch. It's pathetic.
It was a gimmick, bro. Who gives a shit about a gimmick?
Yeah, you
Everyone's
wear your
got
little
one
gimmick
of them.
costume every day.
Yeah,
How bad does that thing smell?
Everyone's got one of them. And to be honest, CJ, you, at the end of the day, are somebody that is, again, not somebody worth paying attention.
Ooh, did you see how he clicked his lips when he's talking in a condescending way to me?
Your
got
little
one of
gimmick
them.
costume every day.
Yeah,
How bad
everyone's-
does that thing smell?
Everyone's got one of them. And to be honest, CJ, you, at the end of the day, are somebody that is, again, not somebody...
You are somebody that's... What is it? What is that? Click.
And to be honest...
Is that what you learned that click from autism class?
CJ, you, at the end of the day, are somebody that is, again, not somebody worth paying attention to. So
Well,
please,
how come you
I'm
can't?
over it.
How come you can't figure out your job? How come you can't figure out how to use
How
OBS?
come you can't...
And that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of here. Because Chris, man, it's like these guys don't understand. It's nothing personal. I'm somebody that is watching the Keemstar show. I'm watching the characters on the Keemstar show, and I'm just responding in the way that me as a viewer is responding. And all of a sudden, it's like I'm the bad guy. Oh, I'm irrelevant, whatever. Me calling in right here doesn't even have anything to do with the fact that I stream or who I am. I'm calling in as a viewer of the show. Look at how Chris, the producer of the show, when he himself is making all these mistakes, look at him lashing out at a dedicated viewer. He's lashing out at a dedicated viewer. That's what I am. I watch every episode. You know, how disrespectful. Like how disrespectful.
Figure out that the understanding of you being some kind of troll on Twitter, just saying wild shit and doing wild shit, CJ, is kind of an old shtick, and it's
Kind of an old I don't even say wild shit on I don't even know what he's talking about. Sometimes Chris will post something awful on Twitter, and I will unfortunately reply to it. And he's a very sensitive little baby, so if you say anything to upset the little baby, then, you know, he's going to have... And this is why I can't respect him as a man, because it's like, yo, you have a problem with me, and you're just going to, like, passive-aggressively let it be, like, this undertow of, like, a thing that's going on. Just be aggressive. Go from passive-aggressive to aggressive. Stop being a pussy. Agree to box me. I fully plan on boxing Chris on the Keemstar show. I think he needs to get a whooping.
How to use
How
OBS.
come you
What's
can't
up with
figure
that?
out that the understanding of you being some kind of troll on Twitter, just saying wild shit and doing wild shit, CJ, is kind of an old shtick, and it's something that honestly I look. down on it
Breaking,
and
we
stuff.
have more people in our members only stream than Tipster.
FaZe.
Yeah,
does that
the
work?
way that
These guys, okay, Salvo Keemstar, you got to add more sound bites to the soundboard, please.
babied by all these fucking people, Chris, it's like they look at you like you have a mental disability.
And I
don't
tell
know
them
why you're
each
trying to
and every
lash out at me.
day. No, it's not lashing out. It's literally speaking facts. I told
'Cause I'm just
everybody
a-
not
listen,
to
listen,
defend
listen,
in any
man.
content. No, I'm not going to
I hate the way that he defends himself. It's like, just take your beatings.
pay attention to somebody that actively talks shit on stream and then expects me to kind of like just sit back and do it. So realistically, CJ, shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. And genuinely, dude, I really don't care about your opinion, nor will I. So we can leave it
well,
right
how
there.
about you know this
No, we
energy
can
that you
leave it.
have.
Wait. So what did he say right here? And then I'm about to hit him with a zinger.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. And genuinely, dude, I really don't care about your opinion, nor will I. So we can leave
Okay,
it
well,
right
how about
there.
you-
Yeah, and it's always the people that care the least about your opinions are the ones that go on these long, impassioned speeches about how little they care.
You know this
No, we
energy
can
that
leave
you
it
have
right
right now?
there.
How about instead of you talking to me, you watch an OBS tutorial on YouTube? You ever thought about that?
If that
Oh, he doesn't like that.
we can leave it
well,
right
how
there.
about you know this
No, we
energy
can
that you
leave it
have
right
right now?
there.
How about instead of you talking to me, you watch an OBS tutorial on YouTube? You ever thought about that?
If that
Oh, look at his face. That's a screenshot right there. That's a nice little screenshot right there. Oh boy, that's a hurt boy. He switched from alcohol to water after that one.
if that actively the
To
kind
me,
of
that
joke
was
right
the
there.
funniest.
Wait. What did Chris say? He's like, is that actually like a joke right there?
You ever thought about that?
If that
To
actively the
to
kind
me,
of
that
joke
was
right
the
there.
funniest fucking
So
roast
true.
I've ever heard.
CJ.
Oh my, and that to me was one of the proudest moments in my life, man. I'm telling you, like the types of things I live for are like that right there. Like honestly, I feel like I have a lot going on in my life. I like my job. I'm engaged, and you know I've all these great things. This to me, this carries me. You know what I mean? My fulfillment. All these different things could fall apart in my life, and at least I have the knowledge that Keemstar said that was the funniest fucking roast to me. Oh, that's all I need. That's all I need.
CJ, what's good, buddy?
Oh, he ran, but she also ran from Niall calling her out.
Dude, Niall's a pussy, bro. Bring me
Oh
back.
my God, he is deflated like a balloon. Because look at how confident he was
At the end
here.
of the day, are somebody that is again not somebody worth paying.
Not making your little clicking sounds after that, huh? Oh shit. So yeah, that was fucking oh man, that was a lot of fun. That was the phone call I've had. Oh, we have a hashish in here. I've been gone for a couple weeks and I come back to CJ getting roasted by Keemstar. What are you talking about? That was Keemstar saying I made him laugh. How is that me getting roasted by Keemstar? Calling me a pussy was unneeded. Wait, when did I do that? Wait, when did I call you a pussy? When did that happen? Was that are you talking about last night? Because last night was a whole other can of worms. Should we start talking about Doc on the radio? I think maybe we could do Doc on the radio stuff. We have Lex Friedman and Destiny. That's another thing. We got some Tim Dillon stuff. We got some Dylan Burns stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff that we have. If you guys have any preferences, we could definitely. I'll take some preferences here. I'm thinking we could maybe do some Doc on the radio stuff. I think we should keep in this vibe because I feel like the two people that we're kind of attacking right now are going to be Doc on the radio and ChrisTheNarc for now. Those are two of the and well, obviously we're going after all these other people, but those two I kind of put them at a very similar point in my head. They're very similar guys in a lot of ways. Dylan, I'm burning for Burns. Well, yeah, we'll talk about this real quick. I just fucking hate this guy Dylan Burns, and I just really anytime
borders, they killed citizens.
Here, I'm just gonna show this to you. This is very, very quick. I just want to say my piece about this. So there's this guy Dylan Burns, and he used to run something called the Hippy Dippy podcast, where he would have all these big Twitch politics people doing debates, and he would have debate panels. And the big guy that he grew off, obviously, was Destiny. All of a sudden, Destiny starts going through some tumultuous shit. Destiny ends up getting banned from Twitch. And this fucking scumbag, Dylan Burns, goes out of his way to say, oh, I'm separating myself from Destiny. I'm separating myself from Twitch politics. Oh, it's too bad of a look, guys. It's too bad of a look. It's not brand safe. Not brand safe to be hanging out with the people that gave me my career. So all of a sudden, a big fucking event is happening in Ukraine. Dylan Burns, we went after him over the summertime because we think that, I'm going to say this, now that he's gone, I think he was a little bit of a war tourist. He went to Ukraine and everybody is sucking his fucking dick over it. Oh, cool. He went to Ukraine. I've been to Bridgeport, Connecticut. I've been to dangerous places. You don't see, people celebrating me. Oh, cool. Oh, a mortar almost hit your head. Great. He went to a dangerous situation, tried to farm some clout. Listen, maybe we're being a little harsh, okay? Maybe we're being a little bit harsh, but we'll see. He put out some videos. We thought they were shit. We thought as a funny goof, we would say that he faked going to Ukraine. So a lot of people would go to different Discords and be like, oh, did you guys hear Dylan Burns fake going to Ukraine? And he ended up playing the video. He hates us. He banned me from his Twitch channel. Banned me from his Twitch channel because he made a video about how he just survived getting hit by mortar strikes. And I got banned because I said the Russian artillery spotted their position because of his shiny yellow teeth. So I ended up getting banned from his chat room. But lo and behold, Destiny has had the year of his fucking life. So Destiny has made friends with, red pill people. He wrote the Keffels Manifesto. He is the number one guy. Everybody thought Destiny was on his fucking way out. And, he made bridges with Fresh and Fit, with Sneeko, all these people. And all of a sudden, all the leftist people that were calling Destiny problematic started falling off. People like Vosh and, all this shit, it started getting less and less popular. Destiny started getting more and more popular. So Dylan Burns, who's like, I can't deal with Destiny. He's not brand safe. He's not blah, 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 blah. Come a year later, he's asking this motherfucker to be back on his stream. And we're going to see Destiny is very short with Dylan, too.
They obviously violate...
Yeah, Gideon's another one, yeah.
This is an obvious... this is a situation where Article 5 could unironically be called, we need to stand strong, I think is going to be more of the message sent.
Do you think they will do it in a way...
And look, Destiny resents the living shit out of Dylan. You could really tell... He is just fucking locked into his Factorio over here. I think. Well,
it's
here,
like meme,
I'll play the beginning when he enters the call, and you'll just hear the type of energy that Destiny is giving off.
So, like, this is Max R meeting. I
mean, civilian planes
really just secretly doing it.
Yeah, pretty.
General. Thank God. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I still wanted to talk to you about the nuke.
Oh,
thing.
that's so weird.
I hate that you're all of them.
Dylan.
Hey, I'm here to tell you that all Russians are fascist, like all of them.
Oh my God.
channel generally, and I hate that you're not standing up for Russophobia.
Okay, well, maybe they're best fucking friends again, and I'm wrong about this whole thing. But I don't think I am. I fucking hate Dylan Burns. I think he's a little snake bitch. I think he tried to throw his people under the fucking bus, and now he's trying to wiggle his way back into their lives like a little fucking parasite. I hate Dylan Burns.
Very much.
Okay.
I still wanted to talk to you about the nuke thing.
So yeah, I wish him nothing but the worst. And you know what? I'll tell you this. So it does feel a little bit scary when you're trolling somebody who is actively in a war zone. That is a scary thing to do, because if that person dies, you're in for a world of shit. That's not good. If you're trolling somebody and then that person dies and you're the last person to have trolled somebody, that's not a good look. So the whole time I was like, Dylan, you have to live. You can't die. It's going to make CJ look bad. Get the fuck out of there. So I'm glad he's safe. You know what it was? They kept filming after I made my video calling him out for having bad content. So what I think happened, I inspired Dylan Burns to, to get closer to the front line. I think that me personally, I pushed him a little too far, where my criticism was his footage is boring, it's stupid, nothing is happening, these interviews are boring, there's no shooting, there's no killing, there's no dead bodies. You know, if you're going to go to a war zone, get some war zone ass footage. So I think me saying that pushed him to go further to the front lines, which for us is really a win-win, because apparently this documentary isn't out yet. So that was a little bit of a mistake. We assumed that the videos that he put out were the documentary, which apparently is not true. Dylan Burns will be releasing a documentary about his experience in Ukraine. Of course, we're extremely excited to watch it. And the nice thing is, because of us trolling him, we inspired him to get better footage. So if the video comes out being really good, that's exclusively because of us. So keep that in mind. But if it's bad, you know, Dylan Burns is still a fucking loser. So it really is like a complete win-win. Okay, so if we're on the Destiny topic, I just thought this was so funny. This is another just little fucking thing that I just thought was so fucking funny.
That's yours now.
Okay. So let me pull this up here. So this right here. Okay. So recently Destiny went on the Lex Friedman podcast, which has been great. You know what's so funny? So Mr. Girl was supposed to go on the Lex Friedman podcast, which apparently did not happen. But Destiny did. So Destiny went on the Lex Friedman podcast and started talking shit about Joe Rogan, okay? So the dynamics of this are so funny because Destiny doesn't really know that Lex Friedman is literally Joe Rogan's kid. You know, Lex Friedman literally looks up to Joe Rogan like his father, and Destiny looks at Joe Rogan as like another like commentator or politics guy. So you're just going to see the two of these guys come at this from two completely different directions. Destiny has no idea the relationship between the two of them. But it's like, look at the type of relationship that Joe Rogan and Lex Friedman have.
Take this. That's yours now. That's an Omega. And that has a moon phase. See that moon?
CJ, what's on your shirt? This is my Josh. You guys want to see my Josh Denny t-shirt? Here, I'm going to show you guys. Look at this. Telling the truth. Made up story, right? So, wait, this side? So that's the story that Josh Denny told on a podcast about forcing a Latino maid to get an abortion. Grifter, noun. And then check out the back. The back of this shirt is Josh Denny's face as Pinocchio. Watch this. I love this shirt. I showed this shirt to Josh Denny. He did not like it. Okay, Lex Friedman and Joe Rogan.
That's yours. That's yours. You see the moon on the bottom of it? Do you see that?
This is a happy man right now.
That's my watch. That's my favorite watch, by the way. Do you see the moon in the bottom of it?
Yep.
That is the actual moon phase. It's a real high-resolution photograph of the moon, and as the moon rises, it will rise. It's set in the position where the moon is currently.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fuck yeah, it's awesome. Take that piece of shit, stupid fucking frisbee you got on your wrist.
You can't get this back because you just did it on record. I love
yours.
it, man.
Watch, so this is what's happening right now. I'm trying to explain to you guys the relationship between Lex and Joe Rogan, which is Joe Rogan right now is giving his favorite watch to Lex Friedman.
Joe,
what is
thank you
this?
so much.
This is a steampunk watch.
That fucking
the
stupid
robot
thing.
writes it and erases it every minute.
That's so dumb. But that watch is my favorite watch, and I want you to have it.
Joe, thank you.
My pleasure.
I
See
mean,
that?
this is like, it's like such a special moment.
Yeah,
So this is the type of relationship these two guys have.
I do. Well, we can get it sized for you.
No, this is perfect.
But
fuck, man.
But you see the
Thank you,
little
Joe.
moon?
Thank you so much.
Do you see it at the bottom?
Yeah,
Wait till
yeah.
it comes full moon. You get a real sense of what it looks like. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful high resolution image. And one of the reasons why I like Omegas, first of all, the astronauts that went to the moon allegedly, they wore Omegas. But also, it doesn't have the same sort of cachet value as Rolexes or a lot of like the people that have a peripheral understanding of watches.
Yeah.
But they're fucking.
So you could see, like, money is no object to somebody like Joe Rogan. Money means nothing. I mean, this guy pays for Brian Redband to be alive. He pays for all sorts of people. He just gives money away. He just has money, right? But this is different. Joe likes Lex to the point he's giving him one of his favorite items, and just like listen to how much Joe appreciates this watch.
They make amazing watches. I have a bunch of Omegas. I love them. But that is my favorite watch, and you have my favorite watch now.
Joe, thank you. Actually, this is the one thing I think a watch could add.
I mean, that's like a step away from giving a guy a blowjob. That's crazy.
Perspective on our, like, the cosmic scale.
That's why I like that watch, and that's why I think you should have it. Because I would look at that watch, and I would say, this is where we are right now with the moon cycle.
Yeah.
And when it comes full moon, like right now...
And it's a moon. Of course, Joe Rogan's favorite watch is a moon cycle watch.
It's probably like a quarter moon or something. Yeah. Well, when it comes full moon, you'll get a real sense of what it actually looks like, because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful high-resolution image of the moon with like little stars behind it.
Yes. Press S to spit on Lex Friedman. I like a lot of S's in the chat.
See how much shit Connor got for his watch this week?
Yeah, but that's ridiculous watch.
That's a ridiculous
I don't
watch.
like those watches. I mean, look, you could like whatever you
wow.
like. Yeah, that's $1 million, his watch. That's preposterous. It's all filled with diamonds and shit.
it has
I don't
to be
own a
that.
single diamond. I've never had a diamond in my life. I don't want a fucking diamond. I like...
Whoa, that's like a weird thing too. I've never owned a diamond in my life. I don't want a diamond. Why? Like, just sometimes diamonds look nice. Like, there's nice diamonds, but you've just decided that type of stone, you're just completely not interested. I don't want to own a single diamond. It's weirder to not have a single diamond. Like, I can't have that. It has diamonds, so I actually don't want it. It's perfect, but it has a diamond. I don't want it. Weird. That's weird.
That's what I like. I'm a fan of engineering, and what I like about that watch is the engineering behind it. Is that it's a mechanical watch, meaning the time is kept within like a second or two. I don't know what it is, like a day, or I forget what it is, but also with a complication. There's this crazy complication that shows the moon rising across, and when it goes dark, and
this is such a fucking stupid watch. Oh, the moon rises on my watch.
I can go outside and see the stars.
Fucking werewolf ass.
Because I look at my watch, and when my watch shows me no moon, that's when I go outside on my.
What watch says no moon? Watch says no moon. I go outside.
Because when I go outside on my deck, I know I'm just gonna see nothing but stars and no moon at all, no light pollution.
I hate the moon. I'm Joe Rogan. I hate the fucking moon. Fuck the moon.
Beautiful stars in the sky.
Oh, I'm gonna take care of this one.
care.
All right, so that's how these two know each other, right? Good. I mean, that was like a podcast blowjob that we just watched right there. So now we're gonna see how Destiny comes in. This is so fun.
They were a good
like a bull in a china shop.
To be.
See, this is what I like about Destiny. I like a he's always he's not playing the game that ChrisTheNarc and Tipster and Xylee are playing, where no matter what happens, I'm gonna protect. I'm not gonna say anything bad. Destiny, you like him or hate him, he's gonna at least say how he feels about shit, and you can count on him for that. So it's so funny seeing something like this happen.
About a lot of stuff related to how we handled the coronavirus. You know, were lockdowns effective? Was there enough data to support the huge measures we took? You know, why didn't we have the option to show I was infected a month ago? Why do I need to be vaccinated? Why wasn't that option?
Dude, I love, so another funny thing about Destiny is he is like getting into this weird powerlifting phase of his life where he's trying to like get big right now, where he's like lifting a lot of weights. He's bulking up. Look at this guy. He's like bulking up. And also, he is just a complete fucking sex addict. Destiny is like an absolute complete sex addict. It like his sex life has caused him numerous problems in his life. And at no point has he decided to change anything about the way that he just can't stop fucking random women. He like wife pussy isn't enough for him. It's like he needs all this strange. It's crazy.
Everything in the United States. I don't think it was.
He's a full-blown pussy addict.
There are really good questions to be asked there, but all the people asking the questions are also trying to tell you that ivermectin and monoclonal antibodies are the way to go for everything, and the vaccine is evil, and they're just going to turn you gay like the frogs.
Yeah,
and it's like, Jesus, like you can't. There's like no place to reasonably criticize.
This is kind of funny too. So Lex Friedman does this thing where he kind of whispers everything he says. Oh, yes, that's right. And Destiny like kind of does that, and then he realizes that he doesn't have to whisper.
Really good questions to be asked there, but all the people asking the questions are also trying to tell you that ivermectin and monoclonal antibodies are the way to go for everything, and the vaccine is evil, and they're just going to turn you gay like the frogs.
Yeah,
and it's like, Jesus, like you can't. There's like no place to
He's
reason.
like, yeah, why am I letting this weird Russian guy manipulate me into whispering in this empty room? Why am I whispering right now?
Criticize from, because all of the people that are criticizing aren't doing it with an open mind, or you know, they're not reading studies or doing anything. They're saying like, I do my own research, which means they listen to whatever the last guy on Joe Rogan said, and now they're parroting that opinion 100%.
Easy now.
Yeah.
Easy now, bro.
Oh, you don't say anything. That's Lex Friedman. So, you know, he's like a quiet Russian guy, but he doesn't realize he's one of Joe Rogan's dogs. So Destiny goes Joe Rogan, and then Lex Friedman goes, roof, roof, roof.
Open mind, or you know, they're not reading studies or doing anything. They're saying like, I do my own research, which means they listen to whatever the last guy on Joe Rogan said, and now they're parroting that opinion 100%.
Easy now.
Yeah.
Easy now, bro.
The last guy on Joe Rogan, not Joe Rogan. Okay.
Oh, he don't like. Look at him. He like genuinely. He's like, oh, easy does it there. This guy. I am in a very weird financial tie situation with Joe. These guys are all weirdly financially tied to each other. It's the same way that Steve Will Do It and Tim Dillon have some type of a weird financial connection. It's like these guys should be, as like free thinking advocates, they shouldn't be in positions where they can't talk shit about each other. That's really bad for the viewer. That's really bad, because then it's hard for people to know what's going on, and you guys really seem like dishonest actors when you can't even... Somebody can't even bring up the fact that Joe Rogan was like, I don't know, saying anti-vax stuff. Like whatever. Obviously, Destiny believes that. That's what everybody like him believes, right? So why easy there, brother? Easy.
Robert Malone guy on Joe Rogan got me real fired
That's
up.
one guest.
People see him as like the father of mRNA technology. He published one paper. Okay.
What do you mean people? Which people think that?
Joe
He's
Rogan
mad.
fans.
This
I
guy's
get that.
mad. He's defensive. He's like, listen, if Joe gets this clip, I'm not going to be able to go bow hunting with him anymore.
I run into these people. I start arguing with people, and they start setting me. But what about?
I'm a Joe Rogan fan, and I appreciate the vaccine.
That's good. I'm glad you do. But there's definitely
but you said there's a type. There's a type. What's the type? What's the type of Joe Rogan fan?
Anti-establishment.
I think that's not Joe Rogan. That's a general public discourse. There's a default anti-establishment on the right and the left.
My God, Lex is like he's so flustered, right? He's just not used to somebody just saying something bad about Joe Rogan in like a flippant way. That's the thing. All these guys, they all feed from Joe Rogan. So the only thing that they're not allowed to do, they can say the N-word, the F-word. They can say George Floyd is trans. They could say whatever the fuck they want. They just can't say anything bad about Joe. So it's so alarming for somebody like Lex to even hear this.
Default easy thing to go to.
I think Joe Rogan fans are definitely a certain type of anti-establishment, though. Like, I could guess the Joe Rogan fan. Like, if I were to do general population versus Joe Rogan fan, who do you think is more likely to be?
Damn, the dick sucking is off the clock right now. That's what I was saying.
Vaccine.
Do you have data on this? Or are you just guessing?
Yeah. Just guessing.
Yeah. I think you are actually judging.
Whoa.
I think you're
body language. Body language, CJ. Back at it. This right here is a closed off posture. This guy is closing himself off. This is like, I am not with you. This right here, this is an open posture. This right here, leaning in, I'm leaning in on the conversation. I'm involved. I'm here. I'm present. This right here, why are you being mean to my dad? Why are you being mean to Dad? Why somebody can't say something bad about Joe?
Because I think you're also the beautiful thing about podcasting. This could be similar to streaming. Is there's a large number of people that just listen. Like, what does it mean to be a Joe Rogan fan?
I don't think you just listen. I think people listen and absorb the information.
I would say that the Joe Rogan fan base is as divided in the vaccine as the general public.
Gotcha. Man, I'm going to look for polling data on that. I'm sure somebody's got to have done it out there, but...
No, but you're basically...
See, Destiny, look at his eyes, man. Look at the fucking wrinkles by Destiny's
say that
eyes.
the Joe Rogan fan base is as divided in the vaccine as the general public.
Gotcha. Man, I'm going to look for...
Look at the wrinkles by his eyes. It's all the fucking... I'm telling you, it's all the young pussy that Destiny has been getting recently. It's aging him, I think. I think he thinks that it's going to make him younger. It's going to make him older. It's going to make him progress, you know? Listen, you want to keep sucking down 22-year-old e-girl pussy juice Destiny? It's gonna age you.
I think they don't.
That stuff is toxic.
Sure, somebody's got to have done it out there, but
no. But you're basically revealing the fact they have no data. You're using your own judgment
for sure, based on how he's had conversations about how his experience with the coronavirus, and then based on the guests that have come on that have talked and echoed a lot of like anti-vax talking points and been completely unchallenged, and then based on statements he's made about like myocarditis and the vaccine and everything as well. Yeah.
So it's the level of challenge or not that he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and then what his true positions are, and then the types of guests he typically chooses to bring on to talk about the vaccines. Yeah.
Okay, but that represents somehow a deep anti-establishment.
This is also, I mean, this falls into one of those podcast categories of like, here, I'll show you. It's like one of these videos. Two AI talking. It's like two fucking robots. That's what this is like. Here, watch. This is what I'm watching right now.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. You?
I'm okay.
That's good.
Are you good?
Yes, I am good. I just said I was.
No, you didn't. I said I was.
So you are a robot?
No, my name is Cliverbert.
Yes, you are a robot and your name is Cliverbert.
I am a robot.
Yes, I know.
Together we are robots.
I'm not a robot. I'm a unicorn.
But you said earlier that you were a robot.
I did not.
I thought you did.
You were mistaken, which is odd, since memory shouldn't be a problem for you.
I've answered all your questions.
No, you haven't.
What is God to you?
Not everything.
Not everything could also be something. For example, not everything could be half of something, which is still something, and therefore not nothing.
Very true.
I would like to imagine it is.
Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
So you're Christian?
No, I am not.
But you say you are not helpful, therefore you're a meaning.
How you say it, Oti?
That does not make sense.
Don't you want to have a body?
Sure.
Au revoir.
Yeah, so that's like really what just to give you guys a sense at what I'm watching right now. I don't know if you guys are watching the same thing, but that's kind of what I'm watching here.
Feeling versus just the vaccine. I mean, I've seen the vaccine and other things being a thing that broke people.
I think all the coronavirus, that whole 1 or 2 years broke a lot of people.
There's a lot of emotion and emotion.
So yeah, that's pretty much it right there. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a look at Lex Friedman and Destiny. I just thought that was such a funny clip. That's a podcast, basically. Yeah. That's what podcasts are going to be in the future, by the way. Machines are going to learn how to podcast better than people. I promise you. I promise you they are. It only makes sense. Listen, if robots are able to solve and master No Limit Texas Hold'em, they're going to learn how to fucking podcast, okay? That is what's going to happen. All right, so let's check out some Tim Pool. This is a quick little Tim Pool thing. I just thought, okay, so we spent the week talking shit about Tim Pool and his new song, and we got involved in a controversy where apparently Tim Pool and Lydia, his old producer, were having sex. So apparently this was a time period where Lydia was married. So not only was Tim Pool having sex with one of his employees, according to Karlin Borisenko, but wait, what is it? Oh yeah, so he was having sex with one of his employees. She was cheating on her husband. And this has not yet been confirmed. This is speculation. We do believe it. It comes from a crazy source, Karlin Borisenko. She's crazy. But, you know, we're going through all that. And then I see a video that really makes me kind of like Tim Pool a little bit. So I didn't realize this. Tim Pool started a YouTube channel called Chicken City. So this is a live stream YouTube channel. And I'm going to show you guys what they do over there. So there's 38 people watching it right now. This is a live stream of chickens. It is the best. I love everything about this is so good. Tim Pool has set up he has cultivated a flock of chickens and is live streaming them day and night. And I don't know if you guys know this. This is some of my favorite YouTube content. Beyond politics, beyond commentary, beyond all that stuff. I love a live bird's nest. Here, I'm going to show you guys. Live bird's nest. Dude, I'm all about this type of shit. So look at this. There's like hundreds of different live feeds of animals. Like there's one for Big Bear where there's a bald eagle's nest. Yeah, right here. That one's totally fried. 505. Oh, look at this. Is that a fucking hyena? Look at that. And there's a live stream. There's 479 people watching this right now. This is my favorite subcategory of YouTube. It's like live bird's nests. I don't know why there's something so soothing about it. So Tim Pool, he starts his own Chicken City YouTube channel. And I'm like, this fucking rocks. This is so cool. And then I found this video of Tim feeding the chickens. And I just have to share it with you. I mean, it just is so funny. It's so lighthearted. We had that guy in here earlier. What is it? Mad Max or whatever. He's like, oh, you're so bitter. It's like, I'm not bitter. I'm enjoying. I enjoy talking about the stuff that I talk about on the stream. I don't hate Tim Pool. I don't hate Tom McDonald. They're just some fucking people on my screen. You know, that's what it is. So I like how the Tim Pool arc is progressing here with the whole Green Day cover band and the chicken live streams.
Chickens, I have come to claim what is rightfully mine. The bounty from your butts shall be claimed. Hey, don't talk back.
Dude, okay, this does not rock, CJ. This is Tim doing his chores. I like watching Tim Pool doing his chores. I think watching Tim Pool doing his chores is a very humanizing thing. You know, like Tim, you know him as the guy, there's a civil war. AOC, I'm drinking out of her tits right now. It's causing a civil war in my mind. I can't stop thinking about anything else. Blah, 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 the Republicans, blah, 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 blah. You think of him in his fucking desk saying his rhetoric and just being a rhetoric guy. But right here, he's just feeding his chickens. That's it. He's feeding the chicks.
When you agree to this, I get what comes out of your butt. Up. No.
And he's like, ba, chickens.
Keep your mouth shut. Hey, look, Roberto, you're doing a good job. Stay quiet.
Yeah, I love the way he's just nonchalantly talking to the roosters. Listen to him. I don't know why. This is the type of shit that cracks me up, though.
Hey, look, Roberto, you're doing a good job. Stay quiet. Oh, man. There is chicken poop everywhere.
Look at these roosters. I mean, it's so funny that this is how Tim Pool lives. I love this. I want to be a chicken master one day. I would love to have my own fucking chicken coop. That's a big, people don't know that about me. That is a big dream of mine. So when I see stuff like this is the type of man I want to be. I want to have a chicken farm. But I want to trade some things with Tim. Like, I like the fact that he has chickens. That's cool. I like how he lives on a compound. But I wish I could instill in him the confidence to take off his hat. Like, why he can be as rich can be. He can have his chickens that love him and appreciate him. But he still can't take off his fucking hat. Like, just take off the hat. Whoa, look at that big-ass rooster. This is what I'm telling you. This is the type of shit I watch when I'm not with you guys. I'm watching Tim Pool feeding his fucking chickens.
Don't you look at me like that. These belong to me now.
Yeah, Tim Pool is he's kind of been swatted more than almost anybody else.
Warm. Gross.
I like chickens. I like the fact that they're assholes. That's one thing that I really appreciate about birds. I like birds because they're fucking assholes. They're so mean. I like that. I like geese. I like Canadian geese because they're fucking scary. They're like big. They could fucking kill your kid. So I like that attitude. I like birds with big attitude problems.
All right, so we got going on in Chicken City. Sarah, do you have an egg for me? No? What are you doing in there? All right.
So yeah, that's this. You know, I just want to show you guys. So, you know, if you're getting a little bit tired of the commentary of all the, you know, crazy hecticness that life has to offer, just fucking take a step back, watch Tim Pool's Chicken City. That's what you got to watch. All right, guys, last up today, we're going to talk about Doc on the radio. We got into a little bit of a spat with Doc on the radio. Any Doc on the radio fans?
Looking for someone. You can't. Oh, yeah,
So I decided, first of all, Cowbell, thank you so much for suggesting the clip that you suggest. That was very smart. And by the way, if you guys are watching the show and you think something would be good as like a segment, please let me know that. That's great. I love it when people send me that because that'd be really helpful. If you're seeing something in as like a way to package it, blah blah blah, let me know. But Doc on the radio, he found a clip of me and Salvo talking about him. So for those of you guys that don't know Doc on the radio, let me give you guys a little bit of an introduction here. So let's get to know our friend Doc on the radio. Because I don't even think I've really showed one of his streams. So let's see here. What's something? Okay, here we go. So Cammy versus Doc. Okay, so he's this he's like a young Chinese guy who he does like this drive time radio voice, and his whole gimmick, it's kind of like if you guys remember the Howard Stern Whack Pack, where what he does is he finds like the craziest, most psycho people in the Discord communities, and basically what he does is he stokes these people and he has them fight on the air. So I'll show you like him explaining one of the stories or something. So we'll go into that. Getting into the Cammy
Ladies and gentlemen,
allegations.
welcome
All right,
to another
we'll
episode
watch
of the
this.
Doccast. I'm your host, Doc on the radio, on a Wednesday evening, coming at you live from bright and sunny, well, it's in the evening here in California. How's everybody doing on this fine day? We've got a show for you guys. First, we're going to be talking about the Cammy documents. There are multiple documents now, as of today, that we'll be going over. We're going over that entire situation. If some people that are involved with the situation, which I will go through.
Yeah, so this is kind of setting the stage here. So it's like a news program for people who have mental breakdowns on Discord. So if you're a fan of like Augie RFC or Nicholas Diorio or whatever, and you're in that like sort of Discord clique, this is the news program for you. So if you want to watch live on the air the person that's been having a mental breakdown in the general section of the local Discord chat, go to Doc on the radio.
Call
He's
in.
going to fill you in.
Feel free to. You have the right to call in and represent yourself on my show. And afterward, if we have time, we're going to get into Grimsy versus Janky Shining, because there was some interesting drama that happened regarding that story. And then Tomato Man versus...
Wait, I want to show you the man himself. So this is the guy right here. This is him. And in the top left-hand corner is all of his weird lackeys. So a Doc on the radio show is him talking, and a bunch of people with like severe disabilities that are like super mean. It's like I can't even describe the feeling. There's somebody said it earlier in the stream. There is an uncanny valleyness about a Doc on the radio stream where it sounds like things that people say, but they're talking about a topic that doesn't really make a lot of sense unless you have a lot of esoteric knowledge. And everybody's voices are like kind of a little bit off. Oh, am I still like this? Oh, man, I'm stupid. Everybody's voices are like a little bit off, and it's like you're having like a bad dream or something like that. So in the top left-hand corner, so we have Doug, that's Dragon Kuba. Doug we like. We like Doug. Doug is cool. Izzy, I don't know nothing about. Smaggle. That's a guy we know. Now Smaggle is maybe the most disabled sounding person that I've ever heard in my life, and the meanest person I've ever met in my life. It's like, you know how when you were growing up, people would say stuff like, how mean do you need to be for me to not care about your disability? Do you remember how that was like a science equation that you would do when you were younger? That's what you do with Smaggle, where it's like he's like right on that line of like, I don't even care you're disabled, you're like a mean guy. So I've been trolling him. He's been having a really tough time with it. And I love Smaggle, okay? Smaggle's a good guy. We love Smaggle. And in fact, if you guys are in other chat rooms and you see Smaggle, say CJ loves you. Because I do. I love Smaggle. But he's had a tough time with me. Because he's used to coming in, oh, what Keemstar? You stupid Keemstar. And everybody's like, whoa. I was saying this on Salvo's stream yesterday. I think what it is, Smaggle is bullying all these different people, and he sounds the way he does. There's a lot of people with disabilities in that community. I think they look at they're vicariously living through Smaggle in this weird bully fantasy because they can picture themselves as Smaggle, and they're just kind of like vicariously putting themselves in his shoes. It's a very sick, weird thing.
We're gonna get into this here. I'm undeafening.
Shut the fuck up.
What
and
is
come
going
play
on,
Blazing Eight.
ladies and gentlemen in here?
Oh, hi.
How's everyone doing on this fine day?
I'm losing in the card game. I don't like
I
it.
wasn't muted. Okay, I'm just trolling myself. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here. Golly, I'm just
Yeah,
retarded.
you want-
Stop
you-
playing
yeah, you
Blazing
want
Eights.
muted.
I'm hosting my show. Don't play Blazing Eights in the live no N words chat. Like, come on, stop.
Shut up. Yeah,
Doc,
shut
we're
the fuck
jumping
up.
right
That's
into
no
this.
important. Fuck you, Doc.
Do you see what I mean though? Like everybody's voices are like a little bit special ed, like a little bit off. It's like it's one thing if like one of the guys sounds kind of special ed, but if you have like a whole show where in the top right-hand corner you have this very astute, scholarly, in control guy, and then his whole gang of like disabled lackeys. It's
I don't get paid enough for this.
Why are they so mean? Why are they so mean to you, man?
Because he's Asian.
I don't know. I mean, I'm
What?
just, they just, I don't know. It's just RFC. That's how it is. Let's go ahead and get into this. First things first, there's a fake Michael Alberto account that's verified.
okay. So now he's gonna get into the drama about Abby Blackbird or some bullshit like that. So I just want let's see. Yeah, I like it when I like hearing Doc interact with callers. You got to see like he's so Doc on the radio is so nothing. Like he brings nothing to the table. At least with me, like I'm putting enough out there where if you hate me, you have like enough to talk shit about. Like I'm putting myself out there to a certain degree. I'm saying my opinions. With Doc on the radio, it's none of that. You don't really get much out of him. He's just kind of like steering the ship. It's really, he's not the best at this.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, dude? So why do you want to call in? What's going on?
So I kind of wanted to give a bit of context. So going all the way back to the beginning of the segment.
Okay.
She was drunk that night, by the way. She was completely drunk.
And the whole time, Doc on the he's bringing all these psychotic weirdos on his stream, and then he puts on this persona while they're all arguing with each other and going insane. Like I'm the bigger man. Like I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna be the bigger man and I'm gonna settle this, even though it's like. Yeah, you're putting all this on your stream, you're monetizing. You're not making the situation better. Here, I want to show you guys, this is how I think of Doc on the radio, okay? Here, this is what I think when I watch a Doc on the radio stream. Let's check this out. See what CJ is talking about.
Coney Island, the world's greatest fun frolic, with its beach miles long, all peppered with people. The place where merriment is king.
Rear Harry, step this way, the strangest sights on the island. Freaks from the four corners of the world. For 2 nickels, 1 dime, a 10th part of $1, we've got the show if you've got the dime.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, I see what Doc on the radio is doing as like a 1940s like freak show type guy. Like I see what Doc on the radio is doing as like bum fights, as like freak show bum fights.
Starting.
And I'm going to tell you this too. I'm a sick fuck. I like some fucked up content sometimes. It's a guilty pleasure. That's the reason why I even know who Doc on the radio is. But admit that you're in a dark territory where you're messing with people that are unstable. You're fucking around with unstable people, and unstable people do unstable things.
Look them over, the lady without a head. There are thin ones. There are
That's Abby Blackbird right there. See? Abby Blackbird.
ones. They're all inside. Zip and Pip the
Tom Thumb. That's Salvo.
A sample of the
That's this guy's ChrisTheNarc right here.
tricks you'll see for the price of a small thin dime.
No, that's Polis. That's Polos right there.
You get the whole show now if you hurry.
That's fucking who are some more? That's Ember. That's Ember right there.
Hurry!
Shows of every kind invite the crowd. Shows that make us grip our seats with excitement. Shows like this where ferocious tigers from distant lands come to quicken our blood. Fang and claw matched with nerves of steel.
See, this is what it is, and it's like you don't really feel that bad. This is really who Doc on the radio is right here. So he's a guy who's wearing his nice military outfit, no nonsense, but you got yourself into a tiger cage, and look at these unstable monsters.
The steel.
Yeah, that's this guy right here. This is Doc feeding the Spurgs.
One of the cats shows us how they do the tiger rag in Jungle Land.
Yeah, so that's how I see this guy. All right, and now we're gonna watch. So we're gonna watch. He responds to my video. This is gonna be a little bit of a react to a react, but I think it's important because I need to clear the air on some of this shit.
Let me see if I can find this video from CJ Brown if he pops up in the search results here. Oh, there we go.
Oh, if he pops up in the search results. Oh.
So okay, first off, chat, this isn't okay. Not gonna lie, this video was kind of funny. Why I watched it. Okay. Look at this. This right here. One major problem with the YouTube commentary community. And look at this thumbnail.
Look at that fucking thumbnail, man. We got the autism in the corner. What does a Spurg mean? I did this thumbnail in like 5 seconds. This is one of my better thumbnails. Look at how nice that looks.
It's got the definition of Spurgs. That's stop bullying in there. Okay. And I was contemplating on whether or not I was going to watch this stream. And I weighed my time. Should I go raid in Destiny 2 or should I go live? And I felt like, what, I should just go live. Okay, because why not? Give the people the content they need.
That's right.
Chat, tell Doc to watch my fan cam. Yeah, watch the Keemstar fan cam from Jessix. I think Izzy wants to join because Izzy's part of the team. Let me drag him in. What's going on, Izzy? I'm just watching. I'm gonna watch a CJ Brown video that was made on me. Okay.
And you know what's so good about this, guys? Nobody's like really going after ChrisTheNarc or or Doc on the radio. These guys don't know what to do about me.
For a sec, but you can be in the call here if you want. All right, so let's take a listen to this.
I've been slacking on the thumbnails. Bex, did you see? You pushed me to make a better... How is this slacking on the thumbnail? Look at this. This is a fucking sick thumbnail. This is what I made today. Is that not a sick thumbnail? Am I crazy?
Well, listen to this clip here, chat. Let's take a listen.
I'm getting more and more alarmed by how a lot of these people in the commentary community are treating these kind of like mentally unstable or unwell people in the community. It's like they're fucking just like pitting them against. And okay, listen, I'm not against being a voyeur, okay? I'm not against having weird, studying weird people around you, okay? I'm not at all. We have, if anybody is in my Discord, we have our own cast of characters. But my problem is just as an enjoyer, and again, I think a lot of what the stream is, it boils down to consumer advocacy, because I watch this content, I feel a type of way, and I'm trying to stick up for us people that are watching this shit. I think Doc on the radio is just not a very empathetic person. And I think there's a lot to a lot of these stories. And there is a lot to some of these characters that Doc talks about. But I think in general, he is not a very curious person. And I would say he's also not a very empathetic person. So I don't think he necessarily has what it takes to make something truly interesting. So that's really how I feel. Because, listen, I mean, if you have people that are constantly putting themselves out there, you're allowed to make fun of them. That's fine. I'm not saying nobody can make fun of Abby Blackbird. Sorry, Abby. I see you in the chat. I'm not saying people can't make fun of Abby. I'm just saying that what this guy is doing is akin to bum fights and fucking, it's just, I'm just trying to say it's like that level of shit. That's all I'm trying to say. Each other. It's like,
I know.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? It's like they're doing these little like Nazi science experiments.
Whoa, wait.
Oh, and that's what he does too. Oh, I say little Nazi science experiments in like kind of a, in a tongue-in-cheek way. And he's like, whoa. My autistic fans don't know that something crazy happened unless I go, whoa. This is a totally organic, whoa. So organic, man. So cool. Ill teenagers.
Okay, first off, I don't condone what Dr. Mengele did. Okay, I know it looks bad.
And that's where the title comes from, by the way. Dr. Josef Mengele on the radio. That's who this guy is.
I'm a doctor. Dr. Mengele was also a doctor.
Abby Blackbird says, I am a CJ Brown stan. Yes.
Although
people are seeing the light. I appreciate that.
A lot of Jews. I'm not doing Nazi scientist experiments on the Spurgs, okay? I'm just...
Yeah, but that's up for debate. I mean, Nazis did all sorts of different things, Not all of it was bad, Maybe some of the stuff was not as bad, like maybe some of the Nazis were like pulling, I don't know, just like little pranks on the people. And that's not as bad. But that's still like a Nazi experiment. That's not the same as like, doing the stuff with the twins or whatever. That's not the same. But I'm still saying you are involved probably in something that somebody did at Auschwitz at some point in time. That's all I'm saying.
I'm an innocent man. I'm reporting news. Also, Izzy, if you're trying to talk, I can't hear you, by the way. If you're there.
I just realized my mic was muted.
Yeah, good one. But I'm not a Nazi. I'm not doing these scientific experiments. I'm not Hitler. Okay, I'm not any of these evil people. I'm the closest Spurg. I don't even know why, CJ Brown, this is why he's funded by the Soros news.
Oh, and this is the big angle, but this is the angle, by the way. This is the angle that he goes with. Oh, we're funded by George Soros. That's the only way that I could possibly have a problem with Spurg Alert is if I'm if I'm funded by George Soros.
The Soros news team, okay? Forget the Salvo news team. It's a Soros news team.
And it's so funny, man. The mystique around the Salvo news team. It's literally just there's like 5 of us that do anything. And everybody is talking night and day about this stupid-ass Salvo news team. All we do is just like, I just say, Clara, can you Photoshop Tipster's face as a waffle? And then that's what we do. I mean, there's nothing going on.
I had a Freudian slip, but we're going to stick with that Freudian slip right there.
Yeah, especially fucking Doc on the radio, man. I can't
call
even
me out,
watch
man. Oh, look at
that
this
show anymore. It makes me fucking physically ill watching him do what he does.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I mean,
right about that.
Hey, listen, man. I understand if you get physically ill on my Nazi experiments I do on these Spurgs. I completely understand. But Izzy,
that's what people do. By the way, dishonest people will try to take the most extreme version of what you're trying to say and then argue against that. That's what Doc is doing right now. He's like, oh, CJ said that I'm doing Nazi experiments, so therefore any of the other criticisms that he's levying against me, I can totally ignore because I have decided that his opinion is crazier than it actually is. Not working on me. I can see right through this
For the
shit.
Dotcast, I got you here. Impromptu. Do I do Nazi experiments on the Spurg? So I do like the Nazi experiments. I'm like pitting them against each other, injecting them with like the steroids, or the drugs. Am I doing that sort of stuff?
Clearly, you're doing it, Doc. I gotta call you out.
I don't.
You need to stop.
I don't know. No, I mean, okay.
And how come Doc on the radio can't do a stream without one of his dick lickers? I've been live now for 2.5 hours just by myself. Like, why can't these people just do their own fucking show? It's not that hard.
I don't condone I don't smoke marijuana, okay? I don't do any of that. Okay, I'm a God, what's the word? I'm a God-fearing man.
Yeah, you know what he's doing, by the way? So Doc on the radio is in medical school. You know what he wants to do? He's so fucking sick. He wants to be a surgeon, so all day long he can cut people open and get a fucking God complex, just slicing you open and touching massaging your kidney just to know that you're the only person that's ever done that to somebody. Like, imagine how powerful that would make you feel, being a surgeon and just slicing and feeling the warmth from people's bodies while they're helpless in front of you. That's what this guy wants to do with his life. That's what he wants to do. And yes, it is as sinister as I'm making it out to seem. People are all like, oh, doctors, yeah, they're so good and so nice. Doctors are sick as fuck. They just want to watch people die.
I almost just said a God-forsaken man. That would be terrible. No, that's what... Hitler was a God-forsaken man, okay? Yes, I do. I don't know. I don't do... Okay, I love the Jews. I love Spurgor. I love my team, okay? Not in like a gay way, of course.
Oh, I love the Jew. Oh, cool, edgy, nice, awesome.
I'm just saying, I'm not a Nazi. I don't do these sorts of things. I don't know why these people are getting so upset. Okay, the Soros news team. Okay.
Wow, that's a sick defense right there, man.
I was about to say, Doc, feelings aren't mutual. I don't swing that way.
I've got the mustache. Okay, we're gonna keep playing the video.
I'm glad that there's other like normal adults now around here, because for so long I've been the only one kind of yelling about this. And I think I think it comes down to this, right?
Salvo, if you want to come and talk about some of this too, I'll definitely have you on.
That a lot of these untalented people who are trying to play the game, right? They're trying to rise the ranks. They know drama works. They know shit talking works. But
untalented individuals,
any other quote unquote creators' feathers.
No,
right?
they're not ready for like a day like I had today, where I have like hundreds of Tim Pool fans.
And this is the thing about the Soros news team. Okay, Salvo will go on these small.
Oh, nice, dude. You haven't tried that joke, that 4 out of 10 joke that you came up with in the comment section beforehand on my video, where it's like, you're gonna do the Soros news team joke. He does the Soros news team joke so many times.
They'll go with CJ Brown's channel. Okay, they'll go to the CJ Brown, the news whatever. I don't even know what CJ Brown does. Izzy, do you know what's?
I love how I'm like relatively new to the commentary community. So nobody like really knows anything about my backstory. So I kind of have like the upper hand on people because they don't really know anything about me.
Brown.
I mean, I'm a fucking crazy person, and I watch everybody's videos, and I just try to figure everybody out, and I don't really care. So I'll just say how I feel about their content, and they don't know how to handle that. It's like real. It's bugging them out.
All I've had was good conversations. I don't know what this smack talk about me being like a Nazi experimenter came from, but like, I don't know. I don't appreciate this sort of talk, but you know, at least. Like with Salvo, he should just say it to my face, okay? But then he goes on.
Dude, this, and I fucking hate this right here, where he's making it out like I'm saying all this stuff behind his back. I was literally so upset about him and his show, and there was some type of circumstance. I thought it was just fucking bullshit. So I was sitting there in the fucking waiting room for like 2 hours or some bullshit like that. And Smaggle was like, you gotta wait your turn, CJ. CJ, you gotta wait your turn. And it's like, yeah, Doc, I'm trying to get on your show. I've been on your show, you fucking asshole. So what the fuck are you saying, like, behind your back? There's no behind your back. I say the same things everywhere. You could ask people who I've had private conversations with. I'm pretty fucking similar on both sides, you know?
Brown's like show or panel or whatever, and just says it to him. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. You know, the Salvo news, like, we've had some gay ops in the past. You know, they gay opted me, or they tried to gay op me. It didn't work. But, you know, I would at least appreciate, you know, like, we come to the table and we discuss. Okay. But
yeah, I mean, there's nothing to discuss. I think your show is like a fucking freak show. You know, like, here, let me, I mean, here, I'm going to show you guys. So again, like, I'm just trying to show you examples of, oh yeah. Okay. Of what I'm seeing here. Like, have you guys seen Nightmare Alley with fucking, so like, he's like literally like a circus freak where he like finds, to me, like Doc on the radio, he finds homeless people on the side of the road and he brings them back to the circus and makes them sleep in a cage and will throw nickels at them and they'll take bites out of chickens' necks. And, you know, they'll give them a swig of alcohol for the day and they have to sleep in the cage. That to me is like what Doc on the radio is doing.
CJ Brown, the Soros, Newt, Salvo, you know, they don't want to do that apparently. I don't know. Is he just a salvo orbiter? I don't know much about CJ. All I know about CJ Brown is that he was able to piss off Smaggle so much that Smaggle, unironically, probably hates him.
Okay. Yeah, that is actually so true. Because, dude, I mean, Smaggle is so... I was willing... Here's what really happened with me and Smaggle. I was willing to let bygones be bygones. I tune in to Doc on the radio stream. I hear Smaggle complaining he can't stream because he has a broken keyboard. And I thought, what a pathetic loser. And I went on Doc's show. I yelled at him some more. And now Smaggle fucking hates me, man. He's got like... dude, I don't know what kind of fucking weird fantasies he's got going on of like the things he wants to do to me, but I'm sure they're fucking scary. You know, like, I'm picturing how Helga Pataki in Hey Arnold would have the Arnold, you know, shrine. I bet he has one of those, but it's like really fucking scary.
And, you know, I was going to give him the credit that was well-deserved, the CJ, but... You know, he's talking to...
CJ is nice, but he's always secretly recording. Yeah, I do secretly record people. That is true.
With Salvo about the Spurgord. So I mean, I don't know. Compare me to the Nazis. Like I don't appreciate that. You know. Oh, where's the dono? Oh, I have alerts turned off. I just cucked everyone. Sorry. Yeah, if you donated money, I'm sorry. I had the alerts turned off, so I had to monologue. But yeah, if you donated. Go see tip 333. Chris harpooned the whale.
Ew. Why is Doc on the radio? Why does his T-shirt match his headphones? That's suspect.
Thanks for the money, Go see.
So true. Chris W.
Scammer. I mean, I looked the part. Okay.
What? So Leia something. I noticed this Leia something person does not like me. In the chat, they go, CJ is mad at Smaggle because he's friends with Sam Bankman-Fried. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Can somebody untangle that? What does that mean? Telling me they want to kill me.
That's crazy, by the way. Yeah. So 100% right. So they don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers that could harm their social climbing, right? So what they'll do is they'll pick on an audience member and someone who like dedicates time to watch them and all that shit. And they'll all will dogpile on them.
Frankly, I don't think Polis or White Glove or Ghosty or like any of these people, Abby Blackbird. I don't think Abby Blackbird even watched my show until like 2 weeks ago or something.
It doesn't matter if they fucking you're gonna get Doc on tonight. Yeah, get Doc on.
Frankly,
wait, yeah, Salva, what are you doing right now? Here, I'm gonna try calling your ass. CJ, let's do the fucking blah. Here, hop in the voice channel in my Discord.
I think these people.
I want to get some of your because you're in this too. I want to get some of your thoughts.
You know, I don't know. Like, I get it. You know, it's Salvo and everything, but you know, the Soros News team, they definitely do not like the Spurgord. Okay, Izzy, what do you think about like Salvo and CJ Brown? They're maniacally scheming against Spurgord. I don't know how I feel about that. And they're probably in cahoots with Keemstar. Okay, and seeing how
Oh God. Oh, did I just leak something? Well, sorry if I just leaked something. Fuck.
And the Soros News team are acting. I don't really know how this is going to turn out. Okay. Well, I mean, I already knew how it turned out. Key made that tweet. What do you think about this, Izzy? I want to hear your take about this.
My take is clearly that.
Oh, you're waiting. Okay. Okay, everybody. Let's get Salvo in here. Salvo, what's going on? Hello, hello? Whoa, that sounded weird.
Hey, how do I sound?
Wait, hang on. That might be on my end. Ooh, hold up. Hello?
Hey,
Okay. Testing. Wait, talk real quick.
Hello.
Okay, perfect.
Hi.
Okay, here, wait, let me share my screen. You wanna watch the rest of this with me here?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, what do you think so far of all this? This is the first Doc is like talked about any of this, as far as I know.
You know what pisses me off about Doc? It's his inability, if it's conscious or not conscious, to never show any real emotion.
That's what I was saying. He has no empathy. He has no ability to empathize with anybody around him. It's so scary, actually.
And like, even when he's watching our call here, right, and we're calling him out in like with real points, his only response is to be sarcastic, and he picked that up from Mr. Augustus. But that's what's driving me crazy.
It's like, just be face up. Just, if you're gonna do something, just fucking do it. Like, wear it on your sleeve.
It's like, what can we do to like get him actually angry? Because I need to see some emotion out of this fucking psychopath.
I don't know. I mean, he's so fucking robotic. All right. See, are you watching here?
I'm in.
You're in? Okay, let's do this.
And Salvo are definitely scared of Spurgler. You know,
are we scared?
Spurgler, CJ? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what is there to be scared of? Just a fucking, like, this guy who just makes fun of retards? I'm supposed to be scared of that?
I mean, to be fair, like, the thought of being, like, in the same room with, like, 80 retards, that is a scary thought, which that is, like, his chat and his fucking voice chat. But no, Izzy, we're not afraid of Spurgler. Have you, like, what do you know about Izzy Khan or Izzy Khan?
I don't.
His co-host.
All I know is I see a fucking anime avatar, probably up to no good.
Yeah, dude, he's like, he thinks he's very smart and very tough, and like I want him to like cry. But
what has he done to you?
Dude, literally nothing. He'll pop up here and there in my replies, but he's done nothing. But I don't like him. Like, he's always associated with like the worst of the worst, like Flamenco and AC. He's always
a lot of those. They're just like fucking mean spirited. That's what it is. Like, you know, it's one thing to make fun of crazy people or to like observe crazy people, but it's like that's all they fucking got. I don't know. They're like, all they do is. They're like, oh, this is edgy, so this is cool. If it's edgy, that means it's the right thing to say. It's like, not always.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. But it's like his response so far to like what we had to say is so lame. But I don't know if you got to that point. He says, well, you know, if he's Adolf Hitler and I'm George Soros, you know, he wants to kind of have like a meeting of the minds here, which I'm all for. I know you're all for too, CJ.
I am too. Yeah, we should definitely. If Doc is around, if anybody can get their hands on Doc, I feel like it's only fair that we get him in here because he, in the beginning of this, said that we're somehow avoiding him or some bullshit. Which I don't know. Yeah. I don't know where he got that fucking idea in his head. That was so weird.
Yeah, it's funny. We want to talk, Doc. We want to talk it out, and you can bring Izzy Khan too.
Yeah, bring in your gang of fucking dogs. You know, that's what he has. He has a gang of dogs that are just barking behind him. I don't know what that's about. Like, why does he need Smaggle to do his making fun of disabled people show? You? Smaggle, I think he does really not like me. I think what I did to him, which was so minor, I think that he really will never forgive me for that.
I think in that moment he thought like his time online is done because he was probably sending Willy pics to like non-binaries, and
that's
he thought
the
it was
rumor.
gonna get out.
That's the rumor.
You traumatized him.
You know, I think in a way I did, because I think Smaggle, I think he probably did get bullied when he was younger. And I think he finally saw himself in this position of like, oh, now I'm the bully. So he's like, I was abused. Now I'm the abuser. And he was like, finally, I made that transition. And so he's not ready to go back. You know, he can't go back.
That's a good point. And it's like every time he gets like abused on Twitter or YouTube, like Augie sees and Michael Alberto sees, like guys that he really looks up to. And he does have that in the back of his mind at all times about how he was kind of pushed down the stairs in his wheelchair, and his mom has to like
Oh, that's real? That's something that happened to him?
Yes.
Oh, then that's 100% what it is. It has to be.
Yeah. Dude, and it's like his mom, like he was telling a story on RFC last year about how up until 3 years ago, his mom had to like dab after he went to the bathroom, a urine. His mom had to dab his penis head with like a piece of toilet paper to make sure it doesn't drip in his undies.
Unbelievable. How do you know this?
He told it live on air.
It's crazy how people just like volunteer that info out to the public. Like I would never be caught dead saying any of that shit.
Yeah, he thought I was gonna impress the chat or something.
That's so fucking stupid, these people. It's like, we
Doc
have
on
Doc
the radio's in the chat.
Okay, Doc, get in here. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me go to Big Cam so I don't dox anything again. I don't know what I dox, but I dox something. Salvo.
You doxed something?
Yeah, from the Salvo News team. I think the general chat by accident.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't
See,
think
I'm okay with like some of the chat being like leaked, only if it's like really brutal stuff that like someone would get like hurt feelings by. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay, here, let me see here. I'm going to give the Discord link. Let's see here. If somebody else can post it faster, then let me know.
What do you think about Tipster disbanding his news team? Kind of weird timing.
Did that happen today?
It was just confirmed. He just confirmed
what,
it.
What is the Tipster news team? Didn't they formed after us, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was their like team to combat the Salvo News team.
Dude, he's got these like I would imagine most of Tipster's fans they dress like overweight Harley Quinn for Halloween every year. That's like the vibe I get from these girls.
So good. That's so spot on.
That's like his whole every time I see one of his fucking people, that's what they all look like. It's so weird. I don't understand it.
That's spot on. Like that's exactly what it is.
Okay,
like they're
we got Doc
all
here.
like dressing a little too cute for how they look.
Right. So we got Doc here. What's going on, Doc?
Yo, nothing much. I saw Clara hit me up in DMs to call in and stream, or you wanted me to call in or something.
Yes. So we're just watching. We're watching the clip of you talking about Salvo and I kind of like criticizing the show, and at one point you were kind of like, "Oh, these guys are dodging." So I was like, "Okay, I don't know why you said that."
Wait. When I say like you were dodging. Wait, can you pull up the clip? I'd like to see it. Maybe I just don't remember. When you're live right now.
Yeah, we have the clip open. I mean, for just to move forward, we'll say that didn't happen, I guess. But what is it?
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying to move forward. You know what I mean? Because I don't know why you were getting caught. I don't know why you couldn't believe that you would say that, because you did. But yeah, we just had some criticisms of your show, and you seem like very kind of like closed off, and you didn't seem like you were willing to even hear general criticisms. It sounded like you heard me say that it's like Nazi science experiments, and so you took that little fucking word, and you didn't like really listen to any of the shit that we were saying.
Well, I mean, I'm here right now, so I mean, I listened to the criticism. I mean, I did that bit with the Nazi science experience. I thought it was funny. I mean, I thought the video was pretty funny with you talking to Sal about the show.
Well, I guess
I mean,
here,
yeah,
I'll just say this right here. So the point that I'm trying, the point.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the kind of criticism, what it boils down to, is that your show's just like a fucking weird ass freak show. Like you're kind of like if you ever saw the movie Nightmare Alley, Danny DeVito, he's like the ringleader of a circus in the 1950s, and he keeps like mentally ill people in cages, and he makes them bites the heads off chickens, and that's kind of like what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like bum
I've said
fights.
this before. I mean, I based my There's one segment on the Howard Stern show where they got the Beetlejuice and Gary the Retard. They're like actors. I'm pretty sure they're not actually retarded. But like I based a lot of Spurgord off of that. I just want to be able to make fun of people, but also, you know, not only have the Spurg news, but you know, as what some people have said, including y'all and the SNT, punch down on people, which I mean, it's true. You know, I punch down just like everyone else in this community. You know, we got to punch down. But maybe on my show, I do it more often than others. I will concede that if that's like a concession to you. But
well, no, it's no. That is like your content is all. It's like a theme. So it's like a news story for whatever the retards in Discord are getting up to. It's like CNN for that, right? Like that's kind of the vibe.
Well, yeah, I don't, but I'm not CNN though. I'm like, I don't know what I'm more like Fox, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch mainstream TV, but yeah, it's basically like the news. Wait, what's up?
I said Newsmax.
Newsmax. Oh yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one.
Do you think that Tipster has any right to be mad at me?
I mean, his wife, I'm pretty sure in the community, it's kind of like an open secret, kind of like his wife isn't really a public figure. Kind of like the same deal with Augie, but I mean, Augie posted the photo of his mom, so I can really.
Are you hearing this? So, like, the way that Doc is responding right here, he's saying not if it's right or wrong, but he's saying it how the community would see it. Did you just hear that?
You want my actual answer? I mean, I don't really care.
Yeah, yes, Doc. Yeah. Actual answer.
I don't. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'll just say that if you want me to. I was going to talk about more stuff, but yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. So wait. So I was changing screens. You think that like Tipster's being a total bitch and like he shouldn't be acting like that?
No, I never said that. I mean, I feel like y'all are just making this, or you went after Tipster because there was no drama happening. And so Tipster, you know, fought back and was just like, yo, you shouldn't be doing that. And then you faked the DM, which was, I mean, Salvo, you know my position on like faking DMs, that stuff is gay, okay? But like it's you, Salvo. And like I understand you like doing the trolls and the gay ops and stuff, so I'm not really surprised. But I mean, like, is it really that big of a deal to you? Like Tipster's thoughts of of like you talking about his wife and stuff? Is that really that big of a deal?
Well, I didn't think any DMs. I didn't think any DMs. And I would argue that like I'm not the one making it a big deal. Tipster is.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, he was the one who. I mean, you were the one that typed in. Was it the Keemstar show chat?
Yeah,
you typed it. I mean, you typed it in there. It wasn't on Twitter.com. You posted it, but I mean,
made it a deal, Doc, not me.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Like Tipster was the one who tweeted about it. That's how I found out about it.
Why would you try to make me look? Why would you phrase it in a way?
Wait, yeah, I don't really see. I don't fully understand how Doc is involved in this. Is Doc involved? Was he saying some stuff?
I'm not. I'm not at all. I ran a poll. That was it.
I'm just gauging opinion.
Oh, and I saw that Salvo came up on top on that poll. By the way,
I did see that, and I got a lot of people. I got a lot of votes. Now I don't know if there was any election fraud that happened. I did say that I should do paper ballots next time if that's possible on Twitter. But oh, someone deleted that tweet.
God,
oh, yeah,
everything you say is so clouded in like sarcasm. You know what I mean? It's like, why can't you just speak from your fucking chest?
I mean, I am being sarcastic. Yeah.
I know, it's awful. I hate sarcasm. It like makes me.
I don't blame you. I hate it as well.
Ill.
That's why I do it. That's why I do it, to piss off people. That's why I do it.
Oh, I love that.
It works.
Can I ask you this? How come your show, it's like you, and I know that you could kind of do the show on your own, but you just have like a gang of retards. Like, why do you have like 5 retards on the show every time you stream?
Well, the only one that's actually retarded is Smaggle. The other people, they're not really
Wait a
retarded.
minute.
They're just there, you know.
Wait,
I don't know.
wait a minute. Listen, I love Dragon, but you're telling me Dragon's not on the spectrum?
Oh, Dragon's not on the news. He's trying out right now. We're considering him.
He's better than
not on
Smag.
the-
I say
okay,
fire
wait.
Smaggle, put in Doug. Can we agree to that by the end of this?
I don't know. Doug is getting there. We were convening soon about Doug. We'll figure out if he'll be a good fit for the team. But if we were to include him as a team member, just for the sake of this conversation, yeah, he's probably on the same level as Smaggle. Smaggle might be a little bit worse. I mean, I don't know. I don't have like a test to do or that I can do, pull up or whatever. But
By the way,
yeah.
I'm throwing this out there right now. If you fire Smaggle, this all goes away. By the way.
Yes. Yeah.
What goes away?
All
the
this
salvo,
goes
the
away
chaos
if you
and
just
stuff?
fire Smaggle. That's all you got to do.
Why would I want this to go away? This is fun. I mean, we're here. This is
It's fun
either
for
we're
now.
sitting at the Treaty of Paris or Versailles or whatever, or we're here at the Nuremberg trials. You know, it's fun to have this. I mean, I enjoy the salvo, the Soros news team, Spurgler punching down beef. I mean, I enjoy this a lot. Too bad I can't stream it or stream too much now because I'm getting really busy soon.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're
tomorrow,
you're trying to be what, a doctor, a surgeon? Like what is your aspiration?
Maybe that, but I'm focusing on technology. I mean, I do live in California. I have a lot of places I can go to work in real life. I would not say what I do for a living. Or what I want to do as well.
See, because I always saw you as like a surgeon because you seem like the type of guy that has like the type of God complex where you want to just fucking slice people
God
open.
complex?
That's how I look at you. I look at
Dang.
you like a fucking freak that does experiments, like in a really sick, twisted way.
You know, I mean, in another reality, I mean, I might be that. I might be the guy that makes Frankenstein. You know, I don't know.
That's what you're doing. I mean, you're gonna when you're 50
On the internet, yeah.
and you think of all the horrible things that the people that you fucking poked and prodded, what they're gonna do. Think about what these fucking freaks are gonna do in a couple years. You're fueling them up, and then you're just gonna let them loose in society. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Society's boring nowadays. Don't you agree, CJ? Like, why?
Oh,
would,
so
why
you're
would we
a
just do these
nihilist. You're
experiments?
a sick nihilist.
I'll be honest, CJ. I don't even know what a nihilist is. So, yeah,
You don't know
forgot
what a
I
nihilist
meant.
is? Here,
No,
here,
I remember somebody telling me what it was, but I just forgot. I'll be
nihilism is
honest.
like embracing the nothingness is kind of what it boils down to. Like, nothing means anything. We're all gonna die one day. So
yeah.
like
Wait,
chaos.
I remember I read a book in my Chinese class about this Taiwanese author. He wrote a book about a nihilist Chinese guy or Taiwanese guy, and he like was writing about how his sister killed himself and he didn't know how to feel or something. I don't know. Some
Right.
weird book.
I could see like you going through something like that. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm like
know,
when I
I mean-
when I watch your show, I just don't. I feel like I don't see, and I'm not even saying this in like I don't know how to say this in a way where to express myself well, but I feel like I just don't see a lot of empathy, which I wish you had, and I mean that in the way not where it's like, oh, it's mean to make fun of people, whatever. I fully embrace and understand being fascinated by interesting people. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with talking to or about people like that per se. I just think you come at it in a very non-empathetic way where I feel like you could be digging a little deeper. And that's really what I think my complaint about Doc on the radio boils down to.
Digging deeper. So, are you saying digging deeper as in I should go and look at the backstory of the people I cover on my show? What do you mean by that? I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, I mean anything like that. It's kind of like the people come on. It's like Polis, what do you got for me? And then they'll say something. You'll go whoa, and it's like your whole whoa thing. I fucking hate your whole whoa thing. You do that all the time. The whole like
I got it from Augie, dude.
I know it's like and it's such an autism mind control device. Where you're like, I have these fucking autistic people, and unless I make a noise, they won't know anything happened. It's like, oh my God. I know that's what the fuck you're doing, and that's why I think you're a sick freak. You know what I mean?
I'll answer your question. I see some of the chat. Evil Land 02 says Doc doesn't do his research. That's true. I don't really research the Spurgs. I just look at what they do, and I cover it on my show. Sometimes, I mean, if there's backstory, there's a lore to this person from the community. Someone like I don't know who's somebody I covered. I guess we'll just use Polis for example, because Polis, I covered them a lot on the show recently. There was war spanning back months ago about that person, and I would update people about that. But I don't go and ask the person I'm covering, hey, what kind of autism do you have? Hey, what kind of are you on the spectrum? Or like. I don't really medically diagnose these people or whatever. I just cover the news, the Spurg news. And if I punch down, okay, so be it. Welcome to the commentary community.
Okay,
how's that sound, CJ?
That's reasonable, but I think that just the fear that I have is just from what I've noticed, and I'm relatively new, and I've just been kind of feeling the community out. So I could be wrong about stuff, but just from what I've seen. These Discords have a lot of like really fucking like unstable people that don't, like I said in the video, they don't really have anybody in their life. And some of them have like socially inhibiting shit like autism where they can't like really tell, let's say if like somebody's picking on them or whatever. So it to me, it seems like it could foster an environment where people are just like really taking advantage of that. I think that to me is like the biggest fear that I have when I see kind of like what you got going on.
Well, I have kind of a nuclear take regarding the autism thing. Like these people, like you said, though, a lot of these people have autism. It's probably true, but I think a lot of them also fake their autism. Like I feel like that a lot of these people fake their autism.
Sure, but that's not. I'm sure there are some people that are faking their autism for sure. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who literally can't read social cues. And they think like a whole group of people is like their friends. And especially if you have like the whole infrastructure is built around like kind of antagonizing and fucking with those people. It could just cause some issues of ethics, I would just think.
Well, I mean, what is the antagonizing? Is it just me like saying, oh, they're retarded? Is that the antagonism?
Well, it's like,
what is, when I think of antagonizing them, I would think, oh, y'all, everyone in the chat, go like type that they're stupid or something like, go to their Twitter account, or like ban them, blackball them from Spurg or like from the community.
It's the types of stories that you choose. It's the ways that you choose to cover the stories, and that's all I'm saying. I
think I've been pretty fair covering a lot of stories. I mean, I've had people on to talk. I mean, I'm open to anyone calling in whatever I'm covering if it's about them, and I think I've been pretty fair to the majority, to hopefully everyone on the show. And I mean, like, for example, I mean, when I had Colton and Bonnie on, even though that wasn't a Spurg war, it was basically a de facto Spurg war, I made sure to make it as fair as possible. Now, I will admit, having Smag on probably wasn't the best idea, but I mean, they messaged me after. They said, hey, it was good. I enjoyed the conversation, or like, they settled their beef or whatever, So I feel like I treat people fairly on Spurg war.
Well, it's not even about, because with that story in particular, with like the whole like, is he suicide baiting? Is he not suicide baiting? To me, it's just kind of like, I don't know, like we're using this like weird, like this dude talking about his suicide as like a plot point of this like Spurg drama. And it's kind of like, it's just like wild. It's like, why, first of all, why am I watching this? And second of all, like what the fuck is going on right now? And it was just like, it just feels a little more intense than it needs to be sometimes.
Yeah. I totally get that. Just to clarify about the where you talk about the suicide baiting with Colton, that was related to the story because Bonnie was the one who brought it up in her Twitter thread about the suicide baiting, and she wanted me to also cover, the screenshots of Colton sending those like messages when he claims he was suicidal to his ex-girlfriend, and so that's why I brought it up instead of like you framed it as I was what did you say it was
well
like
it's
some
like
crazy
okay
point?
we're doing a story that involves like a serious topic at certain points like suicide, and then we have schmaggle daggle, oh you suicide baiting, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck is this?
I don't think Smaggle said like
I'm
that.
just saying,
I mean,
I'm being hyperbolic.
Okay, but like I don't think I don't think that's how it was, I think I was being fair on stream, and I mean they agreed as well. And if it came off as I didn't care about the suicide at all.
No, it's nothing. Listen, Doc, at the end of the day, I'm a viewer. Like I personally, even though I'm saying this stuff is like freak show, bum fight stuff, I feel like at the end of the day, I kind of like that shit. It's like a guilty pleasure. Like we all have guilty pleasure shit. So I'm not even saying for you to like not make the content or whatever. I'm just trying to give you something to chew on as like a concerned viewer.
Wait, I just realized the title of the stream. You put my name as Dr. Josef Mengele on the radio.
Yeah, I did do that.
That's pretty good.
Dr. Josef Mengele on the radio, everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I see Edwin in here. Let me drag him in, see what he has to say. Edwin.
Oh, what's up, Edwin?
Oh, what's up, guys?
All right, what do you think of all this, Edwin?
Is Doc still in here?
He's still here, yeah.
Oh, this is exciting. What's
Only
up,
for a bit, though,
Doc?
I guess, yeah.
Doc,
nothing
you can't leave
much,
now?
man. Don't worry, 30 minutes. I'll be gone in 30 minutes, so you have plenty of time to talk to me.
I already forgot my point because I wanted to express something. Because I kind of understood what CJ was saying as far as the empathy point. I don't know if he brought it up yet, but there is sometimes a little bit of lack of empathy with Doc on the radio. Have you guys talked about that yet?
A little bit, yeah. We touched on that. We touched on it a little bit.
Doc?
The thing about this empathy is if I have to empathize with one of the guys that I cover on my show, then to me I have to empathize with everybody that I cover or tweet at or say retard to.
Well, you're just not a very I'm saying you're not a very empathetic guy, and that's not the worst thing in the world. It's just a part of your sort of character, and it's kind of who you are. And there's ways to fix that. You could have maybe a co-host who is more perceptive on, certain shit or whatever. Like there's ways around it.
Yeah, I mean, Smaggle's autism, Taps is trans, Zipzap's a woman. Doug also has autism. Well, he's getting there. And Izzy, I don't know what Izzy does. I don't even know what half the people do. But yeah, I already have those people on the show. They know, they have the background and experience in all those sorts of diverse fields, whatever you want to call them. So I
okay,
mean,
and the next point actually, which I think could be the bigger point, really, is the whole circus freak show. I don't mind it. It's also a guilty pleasure. I'm a loyal viewer of yours. I like to go here and there when I catch them. And the thing that I see, and I actually even noticed in this show, is you are very reluctant to share details about your personal life, but you have no issue kind of prodding at the freaks of the community, huh?
But my personal life isn't out there on the internet, okay? I mean, unfortunately, Edwin and CJ, a lot of people that cover my show, their personal lives are out there on the internet, whether they like it or not. And, it's public information. And, I know, if my public information... But you're making it more
you're making it more public.
I mean, if it's public...
You're putting a magnifying glass on these poor individuals.
Yeah. What's the problem?
So the least you could do is empathize with them by saying, you know what, I went through that part of my life, being a transgender autistic, and I grew from that. Something like
I don't know. I just don't care, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll be honest.
No, I know you don't care. That's why I'm telling you. I'm telling you how it is, and you're agreeing.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I I just don't. I don't know if I'm.
It is part of the appeal. I gotta say, like you're very indifferent individual, very neutral.
I think that makes
I think that makes Doc a more assertiveness, though. I want to hear you say "f you," because you do rely on your lackeys.
I can't swear, by the way. I don't swear on my streams because my my roommates, they don't like it when I swear. That's the reason why I don't.
I love that.
That's the reason why I don't. I care for the other people around. Okay, that's right. That's so ironic. Today's conversation. But in real life, I do care for the opinions of other people. I try not to swear. Also, if I'm reading something out, like if I'm reading a tweet longer, somebody says the F word. No, not the F word for gay people, but like shit, for example. I'll read it out loud. I'm not going to say it on my own volition. I'm not going to be a sailor swearing all the time. But,
so it's like you won't swear, but you will antagonize maniacs.
Yeah. I mean, sounds all right.
Do you see how crazy that is?
It's a good value system to have, I guess.
Dr. Josef Mengele on the radio.
I like how Doc is being a little bit more forthcoming about this shit too. I like that. This is like my friend Vinny Beetle. He's like the sketchiest guy, and then he just started going by Scumbag Vinny, and everybody just loved it. And I feel like you're like kind of moving in that direction. I like that.
See, it's similar to Matt
Scumbag Doc. I don't know if that name works, but wait, what do you mean similar to Matt Pitt? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, now recording?
Yeah. You know Matt Pitt, CJ?
Yeah.
So he started out very like neutral and was just kind of like, would kind of not be known to be very aggressive or anything. But he's recently kind of become more assertive with his opinions and kind of gone after people when he feels necessary. And I'm like, okay, nice. It's nice to see that kind of grow out of people. So, every now and then I think we should see that from Doc. Because obviously right there earlier, I heard you say that Tipster, was a little bitch for the whole thing with Salvo. I was like, whoa. Pretty cool.
Well, Doc is always like, you're always like a floating non-presence in these stories where you're just like this totally impartial, I'm not connected to this at all narrative. And it's like, it'd be fun to see you fucking flipping out and in a big fight with somebody. I mean, that would be so much fun. Like, why do you get to be this fucking floating orb? You know what I mean?
I will admit, I mean, that's a fair point. I should be mean to more people on Twitter.
You should be mean to people that are more important than you is what you should try to do.
But the thing, I have a mindset on Twitter where, I mean, sometimes I'm just not even on Twitter nowadays, but, I mean, I'm a very non-confrontational guy on Twitter. I don't really like going into closed tweets because then I have to keep checking my phone every 2 minutes, to wait for the guy to respond or something. I'm a very impatient man. And so, you know what, maybe I'll just give my comment and just let it be. Maybe I won't engage with other people, but I mean, that's a fair point. I should be more mean on Twitter and engage in those kind of arguments.
Well, it's like you should try to go after people that are just more powerful than you. It would just be more interesting. Like it's all people that are like within your Discord, which is, I think it's good to have that in a community where you have like characters that everybody knows, but you should also like be reaching out of the pond a little bit too. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I've kind of done that with some of the Spurgorts recently. I mean, I've talked about Papa Gut, I've talked about Boogie. Who else I talk? I mean, Flamenco, if you want to count him. I know he's back, but yeah, I mean, not too many people I can think of off the top of my head.
See, I liked you when you were yelling at fucking Flamenco, man. That was fucking awesome. You're screaming at him. You're having like, kind of a moment, and it's like, damn, Doc is having kind of a moment right now. And I think Edwin is saying, Edwin is like, I want to see more of that. I think that's what Edwin is saying right now.
Yeah.
I think for me, I've gotten cozy with where Spurgor is. Like, I like the formula of
that's bad. That's bad to be cozy.
I'm saying just tease it.
I don't plan on growing my channel. I mean, I've said this to who did I talk to? I said this on Now Recording, so no one here probably heard it. But I mean, I'm not going to be around for a very long time. I mean, I'm graduating college very soon, so Spurgor is going to be dead sooner than you think. So I mean, I'm not planning on growing my channel anymore. I just like where it is right now.
Okay, listen, we're talking to you not as like advice, how do you grow your channel? We're talking to you as viewers. We're
exactly.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I mean that goes on hand in hand with like.
No, you're looking at long term, like the future of my channel is gonna be like, no, we don't care about the future of Bitcoin here. We're looking at right now, right now.
Improve. You're
the
shooting
next show.
Doc on the radio right now is a 5.5 out of 10, 6.5 at the best. And I'm only saying that because I know that you can move up to a fucking 8. I know that you're capable of that. So I'm just saying this is all just concerned viewer. That's all this is. I want the best for Doc on the radio. You gotta fire Smaggle right now.
Is this what it all hinges on? If I fire Smaggle and Spurgler will be better.
Yes.
I mean,
everything.
What I'm seeing here is a build up arc of CJ and on the Spurgler next time talking to Smaggle.
He does not want to talk. I think I fucked with him a little bit too much, and he does not. Smaggle does not like me. He unblocked me because he doesn't want to look weak or whatever. But yeah, he doesn't deal with me anymore. Poor guy.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him. Maybe I will have to give him a word. Call him up for a meeting, evaluate how he's been doing this term. With the sales and everything.
I'm just saying, yeah, exactly. I think he needs to at very least. I think he needs to re-interview for the job.
That is true. He's been playing a lot of Crazy 8 Discord video games while I'm streaming. That is true, CJ. I will definitely take note of that. Yeah.
All right.
Doc needs to evolve. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, yeah, I think I should be more mean on Twitter and get some more shows involving bigger people. I think that's a good idea.
I think you could do it. I think you're capable. And yeah, on that note, Doc, thank you for actually coming on. That means a lot, man. Seriously.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I don't really have any issue with you.
I don't have any issue. Like I told you, I watch your show, and I'm glad that you're taking the criticism on the chin. That's some big shit. A lot of people can't do that.
And that's because there's something to be noted here, and like gets a lot of people in this community, like they just don't understand some things that are being said, and it's very concerning and it's unfortunate. Like, so you can tell Doc actually goes to school when he says he goes to school. I can believe him.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, okay, thanks.
I'm not, other people on the internet, they kind of just like rely on the internet for their food or something. I don't know.
Oh, I see what you mean. Where you have something outside of all this.
Yeah.
It's so important to have something outside of this. That's what I tell, because I think that's what kind of like concerned me is, I started getting people in my Discord that, were seeking out a lot of, friendship or blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like Discord is such like an inhospitable place. And it's just so, I don't know, it just going from like doing whatever the fuck I was doing to getting into like streaming or whatever, you see like a lot of like kind of lost souls, and it's just it is kind of sad. And it's
I
like,
agree.
and like, I just hope, people aren't taking advantage of that too much, because yes, it's like entertaining, but some of these people are like, they got nothing. Some of these people have fucking nothing. And it is like, it's a bummer.
True that.
Yeah, I agree. And one last thing, I do need to go pretty soon here. Abby Blackbird, I see you in the chat, and I heard you were talking about me on stream. You want to talk about football again. Yeah, Abby, feel free to call into a Spurgord or my stream anytime. We can continue that conversation. But I don't appreciate you calling me, compare me to incels on the Keemstar show. Okay, and I already covered this on stream, so I won't bring it up again unless you want me to. But we could chat it up sometime, figure out iron everything out with like Ghosty and everything. I see you in the chat over there.
All right. Well, on that note, Edwin, I'm signing off from you too. Thank you guys both for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me and us.
All right. Later, guys.
No
let me see here. I can't even figure out how to fucking disconnect, but it doesn't matter. The stream is over. We got through it. What a good time, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming by. This has been a blast. The stream is growing every day. People are sending me money. Look at this. We also, I set it up. I set up a member thing enablers, so you can give me $3 a month if you guys want. So that's on the table. But other than that, parking. Yo, CJ, can you mod me? And I did mod him for $5. We got what is that? Peggy, I think. I don't want a wrench. I just want to know why you hate Kratom. I don't know. Kratom is just sketchy as fuck. You know, it's like I don't know. They sell it at the sketchiest place. I don't know. I have nothing against it. Abby Blackbird, thank you for the $2. But other than that, I'm gonna put on some music and head out of here. But yeah, that was good. I like the Doc talk. That was fun. He's a good sport, man. You know, he did good. Doc did good today, man. I'm impressed. Fun show, everybody. Fun show. There we go. That's nice. All right, goodbye, guys.
Like a long, lonely stream, I keep running towards a dream. Moving on, moving on. Like a branch on a tree, I keep reaching to be free. Moving on, moving on. There's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart gotta run. There's a place in the sun, and before my life is done, gotta find me a place in the sun. Like an old dusty road, I get weary from the load. Moving on, moving on. Like this tired troubadour, I've been rolling since my birth. Moving on, moving on. There's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart's gotta run. I know there's a place in the sun, and before my life is done, gotta find me a place in the sun. You know, when times are bad and you're feeling sad, I want you to always remember, yes, there's a place in the sun